Hello, welcome to Mark Wagner Pool at West Des Moines Valley High School. We are here for the Valley versus Waukee swim meet, and we are super excited about it. This is Dave Mabel. I'm here with Dawn Rafferty, Randy Nielsen, and I guess the Valley and Waukee girls swim teams. We're getting ready to start. They're still doing some diving practice. They'll have to put the lanes back in and get the pool set. So until then, we talk to Coach Sean DeBoeuf and Shelly Twigg. And Sean DeBoeuf, Valley coach, and we will check in with Sean and see how his season is going.
We're back with Coach Sean DeBoeuf. I got your name right, but I think I got Coach wrong. Coach, we've got Waukee here tonight. You just swam against him at the Tiger Tanker Invitational. First of all, how'd the Tiger Tanker go?
Yeah, so, it was a little different this year. We normally have like 9 teams there, and we were down to like 5 this year. So it was a little smaller group, but we had, Waukee is number 1 in the state. Dowling was maybe number 2 at the time. So we had some pretty stiff competition, and we swim pretty well. Everybody, I think all the teams there were, been training hard and were tired, but some pretty good swimming.
So what events were you excited to see there? What were you happy with?
Yeah, we had a couple surprises, I guess. We had a freshman breaststroker that dropped 3 seconds kind of out of nowhere. We had a girl, she doesn't typically swim the 500, but she just swam it really well and is a senior, and so excited to see her do that again. And so those are probably a couple of the highlights, but Waukee was dominant. They're really strong, and we know we're going to see some really fast swimming out of them, but hopefully we can keep up and race them a little bit tonight.
Okay, so let's go backwards a little bit. You said somebody who doesn't normally swim the 500. Mm-hmm. When my kids swam, like they get thrown in the 500 when they were in trouble. What did she do to earn the 500?
No, I suspected she would go fast, but it's not an event I usually put her in. And sometimes you just get stuck in a rut, like swim the same events over and over again, and I just like to find something fresh and see how something else goes. And I kind of suspected maybe the 500 will go right. We'll give it a shot, and it went really well.
Awesome. We're going to see her swim tonight?
I think she's swimming again tonight, either tonight or Thursday. I forget which one of the two, but yeah.
Very good.
So one of our freshman captains, Annie Thiel, she'll do great, I think.
Awesome. Well, thanks for your time, Coach. We'll look forward to watching the meet.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Always good hearing from Coach DeBoeuf. He seems to always have a great outlook on the season, an optimistic view of all the girls. Great swim coach. 2 of my kids were, I probably shouldn't say that. You might construe me as biased, but the clock is the clock, so I can't really be biased regarding that. But I had 2 kids come through the Valley Swim program, both great experiences, and it's always good to be back here at Mark Wagner Pool and hear from Coach DeBoeuf. I'm getting texts from swimmers' parents saying some kids are awesome and such. So that's kind of fun. We also had the opportunity to talk with Coach Shelly Twigg, the Waukee head coach, and she has been around with these girls for a long, long time, and you'll just have to hear her tell about her time with these girls, her seniors, her special seniors.
Hey, we are here with Coach Shelly Twigg from the Waukee Warriors. Welcome to Mark Wagner Pool.
Thank you. I love Mark Wagner Pool.
Very good. What's your history here?
I actually graduated from Valley High School, and Mark Wagner was my coach.
Oh, very good. So you do have some memories.
And I love coming back here, yes.
Very good. So now you're coming back here as a visitor.
Yes.
Girls swim. How's it going this year?
It's going really well this year. We're having a great season. We've got a great group of girls. We have the biggest team we've ever had. So we have 78 girls on the team this year.
Wow, that's pretty amazing this year.
Yeah, and in a time where we can't really have a lot of numbers, we have the most we've ever had. So it's been kind of a learning curve, and especially with all the COVID issues, but we're doing well and everything's going great.
Very good. Yeah. And you're having a good season?
We are. We're doing well so far. Yep, we're one of the top teams in the state right now, so we're just trying to keep forging on.
Now, do you feel the pressure? How do the girls do with the pressure?
Actually, I was just talking to someone else about this. We have an awesome freshman class, and they're mature beyond their years. They have super awesome mental toughness, and so they don't seem to get nervous before meets, but we all just kind of go in and just do our best.
So let's talk about your seniors. What are your seniors looking like?
So we have a great senior class this year. They're actually like my 8 and unders from when I first started coaching club in Waukee. And so they're my super, super special class. They're awesome leaders, they're awesome girls, in the pool, out of the pool, academically, all around great leaders for the team. So I'm so excited that we're doing well this year with them leading the pack.
So let's talk about leading the pack.
Yeah.
What are the events you get excited about?
Well, I love starting off the medley relay strong because you want to start off the meet with a bang. So I love the medley relay. I was actually a sprint freestyler, so I love watching those races that come down to just the last little finish. But I love watching the girls swim whatever they're swimming that night. It's so fun.
Very good. Well, good luck tonight, and welcome back to Mark Wagner.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Thanks.
And we are back at the deck of Mark Wagner Pool, West Des Moines Valley High School, hosting Waukee Warrior swim team. Waukee Warrior ranked #1 right now.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Wow.
I am here
Nice.
with Dawn Rafferty, and it's such a treat to be with Dawn.
Oh.
No lie, our kids swam together.
Yes,
our
many
daughters,
years ago. And
many
sons.
years ago.
And sons.
And sons.
That's
Yes,
right,
you're
yeah.
right. That's right. That's right. What's your son's name?
John.
John.
So he would have
was,
been a freshman when your son was a senior.
Yes,
Yep.
I think you're right. And Dawn was a not Dawn. You were a sophomore when when my son was a.
Not quite.
No, not quite. Morgan was a junior when Morgan graduated 14, right?
Yes, 2014.
Yes. Okay,
Yep.
great. And actually, kind of fun. Morgan, Dawn's daughter, dove here. Mm-hmm. They do swim. When you see them go in the water,
You're right.
They swim
to the
all
side.
the way to.
They swim to the ladder and the side. That's right.
They also swim on senior night.
Yes, they do.
When there is a diver's relay.
And you know what? It's pretty impressive. I would think if you're a diver, you have to like water, correct?
For sure.
So you probably have done some swimming in your lifetime. So we were impressed. Remember that meet all those years ago when the divers kicked some butt. They did a very nice job. They're good athletes. They're all good athletes.
They are.
They all
good.
train.
Yep, for sure. We are going to take a quick break here, and when we come back, it'll be Dawn Rafferty, myself, Dave Mabel, Randy Nielsen on camera, and we will bring you the Valley Waukee girls dual swim meet.
Nice.
We will be back right after this.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
Save thousands now at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. 15% off 2020 Equinox and 2020 Trax, or 0% for 84 months. 15% off 2020 Sonic and 2020 Spark. WaukeeChevy.com. 12% off 2020 Blazer. 10% off 2020 Colorado. Up to $15,000 off new 2020 Suburban. We're in a position to give you more for your trade. As always, we're a partner you can count on. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
At MidAmerican Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize our cities and towns just like we have for decades, all to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not...
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Fall is upon us and fireplace season is here, and you need one of the brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. They're the perfect retrofit for that old wood-burning fireplace that you're not using. You get beautiful flames, you get heat, you get easy operation, and they're all brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. Please come see us, Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
In Iowa, we grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food that nourishes our families, helps our student athletes grow stronger. In Iowa, we grow corn. But the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Come back to Mark Wagner Pool. We are going to get ready for the 200-yard individual, or not individual, the medley relay.
Medley, yes.
Yes. So if you have followed swimming, you probably know that typically in a duel, the teams will alternate lanes.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight we'll be doing it a little different. We stack Valley up on lanes 1, 2, and 3, and Waukee will have lanes 4, 5, 6, and 7 is kind of a...
Yes, a COVID-friendly, is that?
This is COVID-friendly.
Yes, that's
right.
what I was, okay.
Right, but it looks like lane 7 is, it will be exhibition anyway, but that'll... I'm seeing some Waukee kids in lane 7 and some Valley, so...
All right.
Lane 7 will be whatever. So
exciting. Haven't done this in a while.
No, I know.
No, this is very exciting for me. I try to come back for a meet once a year since, this is year 5 that I've been out of high school swimming or diving. So I like to come back, though, and just check it out.
Well, that's awesome. You were busy going to chasing Morgan around the country, weren't you?
I was,
on the Iowa swim team?
Yes.
Okay, we've got... getting called to the water here. We've got our junior varsity 200-yard medley relay, and we'll go through their names when they launch out of the pool.
Okay.
Now, when the official has to ask the crowd to be quiet, there's no crowd. It's kind of funny. Their teammates are obviously into this as much as all the parents are.
Yes, exactly.
So let's go through who's swimming right now.
Let's do it.
Lane 1 for Valley, Quincy Chapman. Mm-hmm. Francesca Cannon in 2. Liliana Lopez in 3. Swimming for Waukee in 4 is Piper Carroll. In 5 is Summer Nichols. And Jill Huffman is in lane 7. Lane 6 is empty. So she moved over to lane 6. So... Jill, and actually she's swimming for West Des Moines. So Jill Huffman for West Des Moines. Yeah, that's not right because there's 3 Waukee teams. Anyway, so swimming second.
You're
I'm going through what I'm told here.
Yep.
We're going through the heat sheet. Swimming second, that is your breaststroker. Mm-hmm. Lane 1 for Valley is Quinn Kelly. Lane 2 is Veronica Wennerstrom. Lane 3 is Megan Cheng. Lane 4 for Waukee is Sierra Peterson. Lane 5 is Oriana Riker. And lane 7, somewhere in here, Brooke Beamer.
Okay.
All right, so who's doing well? We've got the Waukee team in 5 is rocking out.
They are. It looks like Valley in lane 3. So we've got
Alexia Lopez for Valley in lane 1. Ellie Barfels in lane 2. And Melanie Ulrich in lane 3. She is in second place right now. Veronica Veraldi is in 4. And that's Taylor Austin in 5, who is holding that lead for Waukee. And Michaela Kurtz is in 6.
Yeah,
presumably.
She's got a pretty big lead.
She does, and Waukee has entered the pool nearly 25 yards ahead of second place Valley, but Valley's holding on to second. Let's see who's swimming. We've got Lillian Sears in lane 1, Emma Norton in 2, Kiera Cody in 3. Those are your Valley swimmers. Becca Blackford in 4, Maddie McGonigal in 5, and Cheyenne Wenman in 6.
Lane 6 is coming on strong here.
Indeed. Thank you. We have a new heat sheet that has a Waukee team in lane 6. So I think we have the corrected heat sheet now.
There we go.
Absolutely. All right, so
it's like
finishing first in time of 2:30 is Waukee. Second place, lane 6.
Yeah,
pulled
she
it out.
came
yeah,
on
for
strong.
sure.
Yep.
Let's take a look at those times. Third would be the Valley A team up in lane 3, followed by the next Valley team in lane 2, and lane 4 fifth, and lane 6th just went away, as you saw. So that might be a DQ. Yep, lane 1, we've got a DQ there.
And lane 5 DQ.
And lane 5 and 4. JV, that's
yeah. Yep. No,
that's the beauty of JV is you learn, right?
Yep. A lot of times it's the jump in. You know, relays tend to DQ every once in a while.
Every once in a while,
yeah.
It's rare you see 3 in one.
Yeah,
heat,
boy, that is
some
unusual.
anxious starts perhaps. So that puts lane 6, and let's go through their names. Abby Burkle swam first, followed by Lily Froelich. Adelaide Brennan swam third. She did the fly, and Haley Winicky swam anchor for Waukee, the winning Waukee team right there in lane 6.
Okay.
That was JV heat number 1, and we have a JV heat number 2.
I'm happy to see there's a lot of swimmers out here tonight. I'm glad that the sport is still strong.
Waukee, largest team ever.
Oh,
70
seriously?
swimmers, yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's big.
And they enter the water. Have to start out with the backstroke in this race because of the start. All right, up in lane 1 for Valley, we've got Liv Wang. Lane 2, Mary Pat Dolly. Lane 3, Lena McKinney. For Waukee, we've got Amelia Habgood. Lane 4, Kiera Briggs. And lane 5, Chloe Sundet. We do have an exhibition team in lane 7, and this does say Valley, so Libby Mann is doing the backstroke for Valley in lane 7. Lane 1 at the top of your screen. Lane 7 at the bottom of your screen, and that was Amelia Habgood for Waukee, touching first, swimming a 31:40 for her first 50-yard lap, setting Waukee up for a good time on this relay. And looks like Valley's touching in lane 3, second.
Looks like she's holding her own. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like she's making up a little distance there,
don't you?
Looks
like she is, yeah.
Up in lane 3. Sometimes you can get a little draft when you swim next to the lane, but Waukee leads off for the butterfly first. Let's go through our butterflyers. In lane 1, Audrey Parnot. Lane 2, Madison Cheng. Lane 3, Kayla Thurman. For Waukee in lane 4, Ella Harrington is swimming right now, still maintaining that lead. Naya Schmidt is in lane 5, and Emma Gallagher for Waukee is in 6. And West Des Moines Valley Eleanor Horak is in lane 7. So we got a 50-yard freestyle race going on right here.
Yep.
Looks like Waukee's pulled ahead a little
bit.
Those two top swimmers, 30-second laps on that butterfly. That's impressive.
That is impressive. That's a
cooking.
tough stroke.
Look at the lane 3 moving in on 4, though. She's not going to close that gap, but if that race was much longer, I think she might have had her.
Yeah. Good swim.
Yeah, 2:03.35 for Waukee, and that was Dylan Hodgkinson. I got distracted. In lane 1, Ella Schluter. In lane 2, Kiana Almanza. Lane 3, Libby Tharp. Lane 4, Dylan Hodgkinson. Lane 5, Belle Britton. Lane 6, Riley McDermott. And in lane 7, Lexi Oringer.
All right.
Got all their names in.
Yes, you did. Good job.
And here are their times. We've got that up in the corner, but if you're watching on a phone, that scoreboard might be pretty small. Time to move to the varsity 200-yard medley relay.
All right.
Starting out for Valley in lane 1, Ziana Dixon. Lane 2, Emily Nelson. Lane 3, Morgan Hunt. Waukee is swimming in lane 4 with Jessica Wiggum. Lane 5, Belle Britton. And lane 6, Alexa Worth. They are in the water and ready to dive. Swimmers dive.
Yes.
And divers swim.
There you go. I like it. Multi-talented.
I was called out earlier by the Valley diving coach for calling divers swimmers. So I'm trying to justify calling them a swimmer.
You know, it's so funny you say that, since I have had a diver for, competitive diver for 8 to 10 years. When people say, so your daughter's a swimmer, and I would get very offended by that. I would. I'm like, no, she's a diver. I
never got punched in the nose.
No. Not too offended.
28:10 for Waukee.
Yeah, nice.
For that first lap. In the water now. Lane 1 is Katie Bonus. Lane 2, Kate Van Zee. Lane 3, Grace Broderick. Lane 4 for Waukee is Mallory Kell. Sophia Hooser is in lane 5, and Emily Hamling is in 6. And lane 4, Mallory handing off to Nora Kemp for Waukee. Let's go through those butterflyers. Allison Rickard in 1, Jocelyn Tracy in 2, Adeline Lee in 3, Nora Kemp in 4, Eve Wiltsey. Hi, Deanne. Eve Wiltsey in 5. She looks strong as ever. Look at that fly right there in 5. And Marina Mira in 6. Eve Wiltsey touching 3rd for Waukee, swimming a 28:53 in that fly right there.
That's good.
That is just a great time.
Okay, look at
lane. That Wiltsey,
and
there's a battle going on.
Wow. I don't know if she's going to do it now. Pretty close, though. Boy, they're giving it their all. Good race.
Great race. Waukee pulls it out. 25:87 for that last lap. Valley in lane 3, 25:53. Let's go through their names real quick. We get a little distracted here, don't we, Don?
Yeah, so it's my fault.
Briley Corwin in 1, Lily Dolan in 2, Allison Wyatt in 3, Taylor Judas in 4, Izzy Stevens in 5, and Abby Trosper anchoring for Waukee in lane 6. We'll have more time to talk during the 500.
Yes.
There are 7 heats of the 500.
No, there are not.
No, there are not.
You scared me.
2. We have 2 heats of the 500.
Okay. That's more doable. That's a long one. A good one, but long one.
All right, so we've got the 200-yard freestyle. I got a smiley face from Eve's mom.
Yes. Oh, nice.
Okay, lane 1, Avery Hauk for West Des Moines. Valley is in lane 1 in the 200-yard freestyle. Mia Waichulis is in 2. Grace Badia is in 3. Swimming for Waukee in lane 4, Sarah McCrary. Lane 5, Grace Fisher.
Keep going.
You saw a finger in the air?
Yeah,
That's
I think,
not good.
Yeah, I think somebody just got DQ'd.
Ellie Wilson is in 6, and Eb Burrows is in 7. So he is writing a lane or a name down.
Yeah, I actually did see it too. She flinched right there at the start. She flinched, and he caught it. That's why these guys they're good at their jobs, I guess, huh?
Yep. And you know, I used to get a little like, it's a JV race, let them go,
right.
But they need to learn.
They do, and you know, I'm sure you have seen it, and I have seen it. They've got to learn now, and you know, if they swim on varsity and they get to state, and
mess ups.
You don't, and you know what? I've seen it though.
So
I have seen it, and it is devastating. So good that they know it now, and
Badia for Valley in lane 3 is rocking. She swam a 32nd for her first 50, a 33, so a 103.100 halfway through this 200. Waukee is fighting for 2nd and 3rd. Those two girls in lane 4 and 5 are doing battle for the next spots of the podium. Looks like lane 6 is timeless, so that could be is that the lane that you saw flinch a little bit?
I thought it was lane 2.
Oh, way up there.
Yeah,
too?
and
Okay.
I think he put up 2 fingers. So and that's the one that I saw flinch.
Oh, there we go. Lane 6 time is back. So Badia swimming a 33 again. So she's keeping on pace. Looks like McCrary for Waukee is pulling a little bit ahead in lane 4, followed by Fisher. McCrary did a 36 that lap, and Fisher did a 30, or McCrary did a 35, Fisher did a 36, as Badia finishes in 2:10.85.
Nice.
McCrary rounds out number 2 at 2:15.92, and Fisher in 2:19.66. Take a look at the times. We've still got some swimmers out there, so I'm not going to leave this up for long. Lane 7 finishing, that's Burrows from Waukee. 2:44.43 for the sophomore from Waukee in lane 7. Ellie Wilson, a freshman, coming home in lane 6. Looking at this next race, Waukee's got a couple of swimmers who have a best time this year of 2:04. So.
Oh. All right. Oh, that'll be fun to watch.
I was hoping to get a first name. Our heat sheet does not have Swickerath's first name.
Okay.
So we'll call her Swickerath.
There you go.
Schwickerath. So lane 1 and for Valley in this 200-yard freestyle varsity is Allison He, Jenna Henry in 2, Annie Thiel in 3, Schwickerath in 4, Peyton Coates in 5, and Cam Habgood in 6. 200-yard freestyle. And it is Schwickerath and Coates, lanes 4 and 5, that have the 2:04s for this year.
Okay.
So let's see.
That
means they've got a hold of 31 for the entire race.
That was a good start. That lane 3.
Annie Thiel is rocking out. She just
her
had a rocket 500.
Her start was really nice off the block.
And she's given Schwickerath a run for her money. 28 for the two of them. And Coates 29.72, so under 30. Habgood in lane 6 even, swimming strong. In 29.78. Allison He up there in lane 1 swam. She was the third one home after that first lap. Let's see who's... it's a three-way...
Yeah, it is.
Three-way race. Schwickerath turned first. And she's at 59.95. Allison He up there in lane 1, 59.99. And then
whoa, yeah,
Thiel
boy,
in lane 3, 1.06. I don't know, Allison He up there in lane 1. What do you think of that?
I don't know. Boy, she kind of brought it on after about 3 lengths, and then...
She is not taking a nap, is she?
No.
She's like, you want this race, you come get it from lane 1. Typically, the fast lanes are lanes 3 and 4.
Yep.
But with this kind of side-by-side thing,
sure.
it's a little different. You don't know what lane's going to come out first. But it's
here.
He, and it's Schwickerath.
Boy, look at her go.
It's He up there in lane 1.
Come on. Let's see who's going to
She might pull it off.
battle.
And they're at 2 minutes right now.
She
2:02.73 for Allison He. 2:02.82 for Schwicker.
That was a great race.
That was fun to watch. And Allison He's best was 2:12. Where did she come up with 10 seconds?
What? Maybe she
Good
likes
for
that.
her.
Maybe she likes that lane 1.
She might lobby to.
Well, she had her entire team there cheering her on. You know,
She did.
You know, that's
right
nice.
above her.
Right above her.
Right above her. Evan Schwickerath.
Okay.
Thank you, Deanne. It's good to have somebody at home. All right. We've got the individual medley, junior varsity.
Oh boy, this is a tough. This race. I remember the first time my son was told to do it.
Was he in trouble? I talked to Coach DeBoof about getting in trouble before and he put him in.
You know, he might have been in trouble. He might have came late to a practice and they threw him in that race because it's such a tough one.
All right, let's go through these swimmers. Kale Thurman in 1, Zion Dixon in 2, Jocelyn Tracy in 3, Dylan maybe, Hodgkinson, Caden Wygant, Deanna, if you can help me with Hodgkinson, Ryland Robin, and Vanderkroll. We've got E.R. Vanderkroll in lane 7 for Waukee. Again, these names are cut off.
Yeah. Okay.
Starting out with the fly. Waukee's got a great fly going on there.
And I think that's so tough, starting out with the fly. But as my son says, you kind of have to in this race, because if you're spent and you're doing the fly, the third stroke or the fourth, you can't do it.
You're not doing the fly.
You're not doing the fly.
So Waukee takes a lead, 31-39 for her first lap. That was a 50-yard butterfly. Valley's Jocelyn Tracy, 32-25, so right on her heels. Right on her hip as you watch, lanes 4 and 3. I feel like Hodgkinson is Hodgkinson.
Ah, there you go.
Is that how you read that?
I need my glasses.
Dan, we love having you here.
I like how she phonetically does it. Hodgkinson, yes.
Hodgkinson. Okay, so Hodgkinson still maintaining that lead. That was 40-second backstroke. And she's got 4 seconds on 3 seconds. Thurman up there in lane 1. Lane 1 must have fast water tonight.
Yeah.
Although lane 3 is coming on strong.
So here's a question for you. Do you know, Dave, where the butterfly was invented?
Iowa.
Yes, the University of Iowa.
University of Iowa.
That is correct.
I read up on that, but I don't exactly remember. Let's see. Hodgkinson is owning this one. Let's see what her best is. She has swum a 2:26. She's at 2:20 right here. So this might not be her fastest of the season, but she is going to take the points home and give them straight to Waukee. 2:30, 2:29.70 as Valley comes home. That's Tracy swimming a 2:35. And that lane 1, 2:40.51 for third place. Tell you what, sometimes second and third can make the meets closer than they look.
Yep. You can score a lot of points there.
Take a look at all of those times. So, yeah, Valley is second, third, and fourth.
Oh, wow.
And Waukee first, fifth, sixth, and seventh. Varsity individual medley coming up here. Brittany Block in 1, Kate Van Zee in 2, Adeline Lee in 3, Nora Kemp in 4, Baumgardner in 5, and Haley Davis in 6. Adeline Lee in lane 3 has the best pre-meet time of 2:12.09, followed by Nora Kemp in 4, 2:14.07. So let's see how fast this Mark Wagner pool is tonight.
There you go.
Lane 3 and 4, neck and neck. Looks like lane 5, Baumgardner is holding on for second right here, or third, I suppose. And Kemp touches first, 28.56, and Lee in 28.73. I felt like Kemp was pulling away, but Lee is right there in lane 3, right on her shoulder. Kemp touches first. They've got breaststroke coming up here. Baumgardner in 5.
Okay, she's lane 3. She's coming on.
She's got a great breaststroke.
Very good breaststroke.
And it looks like
Look
she's
at her.
pulled
She's
ahead.
pulled ahead.
Lee is a freshman.
No, oh wow.
They both are, both freshmen.
Okay. Like to see that. Good for the
Those
future.
coaches are giddy watching a couple of freshmen take off, aren't they?
Wow, she's really pulling ahead. Good.
That was 2.5 seconds better on that.
And you know what? Watching every one of her strokes, perfect. You know, very beautiful strokes. Wow.
Kemp did not make up.
Great race.
That was a great race. So Lee finishes 2:11.38. Kemp 2:12.67. So 2:11.38 would be a PR for the season.
Wow.
For Kemp too. Kemp shaved off 2 seconds from her previous best.
So fun to get, especially at this point in the season.
Yep.
To start dropping those times.
We've got 7, count them, 7 50-yard freestyle JV.
All right, I'm ready. I am ready.
The 200-yard individual medley times are up on the board. Even in lane 6 there, Davis, she swam a 3/100ths of a second PR tonight.
Fast water. I wonder, I wonder what's going on tonight.
Fast water. And in lane 1, she swam a PR by 1.5 seconds.
Really?
Yep. So,
you know, it's interesting. This time of year, a lot of times these girls start to show, you know, fatigue and, sometimes
slow down a little
sickness
bit.
and slow down. But that's
Yeah.
great to see that they're doing this well.
So we've got our first heat. Assuming this is correct, we've got Key Chapman in 1, Emma Norton in 2. Those are Valley swimmers. In lane 4, we've got Ellie Wilson for Waukee and Caitlin Caldwell in 5. And for Valley in lane 7, we've got Jill Huffman. Looking like Emma Norton, a senior here at Valley. Caitlin Colwell in 5 is a senior for Waukee. Norton touches first, 38.99, followed by Wilson. So a senior and a freshman. Wilson is a freshman. Followed by Chapman up top in lane 1. Huffman in lane 7 finishes, and Caldwell brings it home for the Waukee senior year.
Nice.
So nice.
So nice. I'm glad you invited me to this, Dave. I miss the sport.
I do too.
I really miss it now that we're empty nesters now, and it's so fun to come back and watch a high school swim meet. Brings back memories.
So Morgan's been out
This is
1
her
year?
third.
2 years?
3
years out of school?
This is her third, year that she's been out.
Adulting.
Yeah. She's adulting.
Yeah.
Lives in Milwaukee, and she's adulting.
So John is still in school?
He is in medical school at Iowa, his first year in medical school.
So you've got some time left with the kid still involved in a collegiate program?
True. And then my youngest is a freshman at Iowa. Yeah.
Your youngest I don't know.
Yes, no. She wasn't a swimmer, and you were already out of yeah.
All right, we've got Heat 2 here. Alexia Lopez in 1. Quinn Kelly in 2. Lillian Sears in 3. Your West Des Moines swimmers there. And for Waukee, Abby Burkle in 4. Adelaide Brennan in 5. And Brooke Beamer, a West Des Moines swimmer, in 7. So it looks like Brennan in 5 has the best time coming into this race, 36.52. And she's ahead, but not by a lot. She's being pushed up there by Valley.
Right, lane 3.
Lane 3 is Lillian Sears. And Sears takes it, 37.18. Followed by Quinn Kelly. Show you those times there. And Abby Burkle in lane 4. If sometimes I seem a little disheveled, it's because I'm trying to run the stream broadcast and honestly, talk all at the same time.
Watching you do this,
you're super impressed, right?
Well, it's impressing and terrifying. I can't imagine. Would you like a pen?
Oh, yes. Thank you. All right, let's go through these girls' names as they line up. For West Des Moines, we've got Kiera Cody in 1, Audrey Parnot in 2, Lexi Oringer in 3. Waukee has McElfine. I don't have her first name. Lane 5 is Alana Bros. Sierra Peterson. And Wennerstrom is in 7. Wennerstrom is swimming for Valley, and that might be Veronica, but I don't have her first name on here. Lane 2, moving ahead, that's Audrey Parnot.
Okay, yeah, boy, she's got quite a lead.
She does. She's followed hard by Lexi Oringer.
Yeah.
And who's going to touch first, lane 6 or 1? And it's lane 1. Cody up there at the top of your screen, 37.43. Show you these times here. And Peterson fourth, 37.85. Bross in 38.40 and Wennerstrom in 39.28. Well, Dawn, I couldn't do it without you.
Oh, you've been doing it every week.
But it's better with you here.
Well, sure. You know what? It's probably easier to have conversation when you're not having conversation with yourself.
Indeed. All right. Heat 4 of 7. Julia Richards in 1. Francine Cannon in 2. Ashley Zippar in 3. Those are your Valley swimmers. Kay Medhurst in 4. Paige Finney in 5. Veronica Veraldi in 6. And swimming for Valley in lane 7 is Ellie Barfels. As we go down the heats, they usually get faster and faster until we get to the final heat. Zipar in lane 3 is having a great race, 32.99. Her best is 34.09, so she shaved more than 1 second off of her best.
Great.
Let's take a look at those scores. One thing I like about this sport is all these kids get to swim.
That's, I was thinking about that when we were talking about the 7 heats of the 50. And I thought, I love that they all get to compete.
Well, let's get their names on the air. Up there in lane 1 for Valley is Liv Wang, Megan Ching in 2, Liliana Lopez in 3 for Waukee, Kumedzro in 4, Marissa Culp in 5, Haley Winicky in 6, and for Valley in lane 7 is Melanie Ulrich. Watch for Liliana Lopez in lane 3. She's got the best time coming in with a 32.79. But she is being challenged by Megan Ching in lane 2 and up there in lane 1, Liv Wang.
Yeah.
Looks like Cheng is coming home first, and who's going to touch second?
Okay, she came back, and
That is Lopez, number 2, and Wang in 3rd place. So some PRs set there for sure. There are your times and places.
Something about lane 5.
And we're getting ready for Heat 6. Libby Mann in lane 1. Ella Schluter in 2. Katie Gillespie in 3. Hunter Price for Waukee in 4. McGonigal, we had her earlier. Maddie McGonigal in 5. Burrows is in 6. I'm looking for her full name as well. I feel like she's been in this. Well, Burrows is in 6. Kiana Almanza is in 7. We must have narrow paper tonight.
Yes, a lot of swimmers. So typically this race right here would be the top JV girls.
Except that there's another JV.
Oh,
heat.
I thought this was number 6 out of 7.
6 out of 7 JV.
Oh, I thought you meant, okay.
Plus our varsity.
Aha.
Yeah,
So
8 total.
we're talking 8 heats.
And Gillespie brings it home, 30.05.
Okay,
boy, that's...
And, you know, her sisters.
Yeah.
We're here with our girls.
That's right.
Or our daughters, yes.
Katie Gillespie swims a PR. Her previous PR was 31.17.
All right, go Katie.
And she just knocked off a 30.05. So good for Gillespie right there. Schluter in second, followed by Almanza in third. And here's our final heat of the JV race.
Okay.
This is where the fastest JV kids will be.
Glad you caught me before I,
Yes.
said the wrong thing there.
Laura McKinney in lane 1, Hallie Yates in 2, Libby Tharp in 3. Those are your Valley swimmers. Kayla Wingham in 4, Emily Nichols in 5, Kiara Briggs in 6, all from Waukee, and Mary Pat Daly in lane 7 for Valley. Got a couple of 27-second swimmers here.
Wow.
That's lane 3 and 4. You keep an eye on. That's Tharp and Wiggum. Look at that lane 1.
Oh boy, lane 1 again.
Lane 1, I feel like, is on the front of this thing.
Yes.
May touch first.
Or
and does.
Oh, wow.
McKinney,
Okay.
lane 1 up there at the top of your screen, 27.44, followed by...
Boy, look at how
Tharp.
close that was. 27.46 in lane 3.
Wow, and 27.66
Yes.
in lane 4. So
Tight.
0.2 of a second.
Yes.
Okay, we've got your varsity 50-yard freestyle coming right up. Lily Dolan in 1, Emily Nelson in 2, Allison Wyatt in 3 for Valley. Waukee has Jessica Wiggum in 4, Eve Wiltsey in 5, Carly Olney in 6. And I understand this is Eve's best event. Her favorite 50-yard freestyle. I'm teasing, it's not. She and Olney are seniors, though, as is Wyatt in lane 3. So it's a very mature field right here, this
Yes.
varsity 50 freestyle.
And I suppose it should be, right? Yeah?
Yes.
Doing this a little longer.
Well, one freshman and 2 sophomores make up the rest of the field.
Oh, okay.
But that is Wiggum for Waukee, touching first, 24.74, and that's a PR by half a second. And she is followed by Wyatt in 26.04. Get you those times here. And Wiltsey, see, so her mom tries to tell me, now Eve's not in her best events, but she just came home on the podium.
Yes.
She's taking a bronze medal home tonight for this 50 freestyle.
That's not shabby.
That is not shabby.
Not shabby at all.
Okay, so we are getting set up for diving, and diving is why I invited you.
Oh my goodness, let's see what I remember.
Yeah,
I'm
bet
excited.
you are.
Very excited.
We are going to go to break here for a second.
Alrighty.
And then come back, and we've got a chat with Valley's head diving coach, Julie
Dickinson. Yay. Yes.
That was your first big interview, wasn't it? For network TV?
Well, I was a TV reporter.
Oh, why are you asking me questions then? You should be lead here.
That's what I did for a living. That's how I met Bob. I interviewed him.
That's really funny. We're going to have to get into that. All right, let's hear from some of our sponsors who are making tonight possible, bringing it swimming live to you for free.
You can buy a new Ford at any Ford dealer. Why Schottenkirk Ford? Our core values: hard work, trust, character, integrity, honesty, and respect. During Schottenkirk Ford's fall savings event, get up to $12,500 off 2020 F-150 XLT. No goofy rebates. Everyone qualifies. Up to $12,000 off 2020 Expedition XLT. New 2020 EcoSport 4-wheel drive starting at $18,990. Our certified used vehicles come with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Hurry in. Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com.
Godfather's Pizza's Autumn Feast. A medium specialty pizza, a medium pepperoni pizza, and my new caramel apple streusel with Twix candy pieces. Get yours today.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand in hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
And we are back as the pool gets set up for the diving, and I don't know. I'm taken aback that I've got a pro here with me.
A pro diver. Or a pro, no, I'm kidding.
Pro diving mom.
No, pro diving mom.
Pro reporter.
Pro reporter. No, that was a long time ago, Dave.
Well, you did have the opportunity to talk with Julie Dickinson, and I'm just going to set this up a little bit by saying that your daughter and Julie were teammates here at Valley.
Yes, and boy, did they have quite a run.
They did have a run. They had a great... For sure.
I'll tell you what, those years that those girls were here, well, first of all, 3 of the girls on that team all went to dive in Iowa at Iowa universities. University of Iowa, my daughter, Julie Dickinson, at Iowa State, and UNI, Ashlyn Klingman.
I did not know that.
She's Julie's age. Graduated 2013, and Morgan was 2014. And... boy, they really kind of had a dynasty there for about 3 years. The diving team took home the first place trophy in like 2016 and 2017.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
that was
impressive.
they scored a lot of points at the state meet. That was a thrill, an absolute thrill.
Well, I'm excited to see this interview with you and Coach Dickinson.
It was wonderful chatting with Julie again. You know, I do get to see her every once in a while because she is still friends with my daughter. When my daughter comes home from Milwaukee, one of the first people she calls is Julie, and so I tend to see Julie often.
Is Morgan watching tonight?
She is not. She should be.
She so should be.
I know.
Well, listen,
Darn.
this is it is forever green. So she can watch it tonight when she,
Yes.
say hey to your daughter.
I will do that. Morgan, miss you, love you, take care.
I love it. All right, let's see what Coach Dickinson had to say.
Ready? Yep.
Hey, Julie.
Hi.
So you are the dive coach here at Valley High School, and I haven't been in this gym in a while. This is a beautiful facility, this pool. But so you've been the coach for how long, the dive coach?
This is my 4th year.
Awesome.
And I'm so surprised that it's my 4th year. It doesn't feel like that long.
It goes so fast.
I know.
So how many divers do you have this year?
So we have 4 this year. 2 of them are gymnasts, so they kind of split their time between diving and gymnastics. But their gymnastics background has really helped with diving.
And as we know, being a former gymnast or a gymnast even right now is so helpful for the sport of diving. You have you understand where your body is in the air and coming out.
Yeah.
Is what probably you'd say.
There's a couple of things that are very, very different from gymnastics to diving that are kind of hard to train out of them. But yeah, the body awareness just is such a big leg up when you're starting to dive.
So how many meets have you had so far this season?
I don't know. We had a couple that were moved earlier because of COVID.
Sure.
So we had one 11 dive meet. We were supposed to have 2, but we had our first one last weekend. Liz broke her personal record by like 40 points. So, and then it was Kenyon's first 11 dive meet. So I thought that was really good. I was really proud of both of them on that.
So you feel so far the season is going well?
Yeah, I do. Especially since, so Janie, Kenyon, and Paige, this is like brand new for them. This is Liz, this is sophomore year, and she's doing great. So yeah, I think they're doing really well, and they're all easy to coach.
Do you anticipate any of these girls going to state?
Liz, yes, I think for sure Liz will go.
Okay.
Last year Liz was literally dead last getting into state, like snuck in by like 0.3. She'll make it for sure this year.
So, for many of the parents or people watching diving, for maybe even their first time who don't really know much about the sport, they know that it's a beautiful sport. They love watching the flips, but it's not just about flipping. It's about points are scored on approach, the type of dive, the difficulty of the dive, the entry. Can you explain what makes a good dive?
So, what's good and bad about the judging is that it is subjective. So a lot of coaches, it kind of depends on how you kind of coach and what you see. I tend to judge the top a lot. I like when they get up high and they can make it easy. Like if they can complete it, they're a little bit short, a little long. I'm like, but that top was awesome. So I'll give them a higher score for that. Some people will judge the bottom, how clean it is, if it's vertical. You're trying to judge both of it and like both of those, yeah, the top and the bottom. The hurdle too is just how high they can get. That's definitely a factor. And then what you said with the DD, so say there's a DD of 2.0 versus a DD of 1.5. They'll score higher on the 2.0 even if they get lower like root scores. But when you total it up, they'll get more just because it's a harder dive to do.
So the goal is to get these girls to a place, hopefully they feel comfortable with the higher degree of difficulty because they will score more points on that higher degree of difficulty.
Yep, so that's the goal is, to try to build them up to, work on their approach, get them more height so that they can do those dives and execute those well.
So now, I've known Miss Julie here for so long, being friends with my daughter. You were both divers here at Valley High School.
Yes.
You were, what years?
I graduated 2013, so a year older.
Okay, and my daughter Morgan graduated 2014, and it's so fun to come back here and see you coach.
Yeah.
So, Morgan went on to dive at the University of Iowa, and Julie, of course, went on to dive at Iowa State University.
Yeah.
So these wonderful teammates and friends became competitors, but what was wonderful is seeing both of you dive at the collegiate level for a Division I school. You still just had so much fun cheering you on. Can you explain, that there's a difference between high school level and college level, and you and my daughter both found that out right away when you became freshmen in college.
Yeah, it's a big difference. I know, just talking to Morgan, I think I was maybe able to help her just because I went through the same thing my freshman year that she did. It's a big transition. Judging is different. The dives are different. You put in 3 meter and platform. You're adding all these different things. You're adding weight training. You're adding, it's 25 hours a week plus of training, and it's hard. It's mentally hard, and it's a longer season. But I'm trying to kind of prepare these girls. I'd like to have somebody go to college that, understanding that high school is not like college.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
well, it's so great to see you.
Yeah,
Thank
you too.
so much.
Yeah.
I miss you, kiddo.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
Yep. Good luck.
And
Boy, that was so much fun interviewing. So much fun interviewing.
We'll put that on and talk about it. Sorry, this is Dave. Hey, we have scores, and it is very exciting. Hi, Dawn. Dawn was listening. Dawn was, and when I said, do they use last names in broadcasting or first?
First. Well,
we can do what we want.
Well, first and last. I guess it doesn't really matter. You take your mask off. Yeah, there you go. Now I can hear you.
There we go.
All right.
Rafferty. Or Dawn.
It makes that when you say that, it makes me sound like a guy. Hey, Rafferty.
Dawn.
That's
Hi,
what
Dawn.
they call my son, Rafferty.
You can call me Mabel.
Okay, I'll call
That
you
makes me
Mabel.
sound like Grandma, though. Divers are still warming up, and we do have some scores. So it's super exciting. West Des Moines Valley, 33. Waukee, 29 in the junior varsity race there. So
very good. That's fun.
That is super fun. And in the varsity division, Waukee 34, Valley 28.
Okay.
This may come down to the 400 free, which is always
Oh,
exciting.
that is my favorite.
One of the best things in swimming is the 400 free when there's like 1 point between the two teams.
There's nothing
and the
like
entire,
it.
Like
It's so loud.
A natatorium sounds like being in the center of the field during football, Super Bowl. Like, I don't even. Super exciting.
For people who've never experienced that, just the loudness, the sound, the jumping, the screaming. I mean, that's a sport that you can just
super energy
scream
filled.
as loud as you can, and
I have to get my
cheaters
old guy glasses on here because we've got divers coming up. So we have 10 divers in all, 4 from Valley, as you heard from Coach Dickinson. Coach Dickinson.
Yes.
And therefore 6 from Waukee. Reese Snavely will be our first diver. She is doing a reverse dive, difficulty 1.7.
Okay.
We'll talk about that here in a little bit. You and Julie used some code words.
Did we?
A little bit.
All right.
DD.
DD. It's important. DD is very important.
So you can see the heads of our judges at the very bottom of your screen.
Oh,
nice.
Nice. She got it very high.
Reverse dive, pike position, and 787.
Yep.
Great score for her. So that 787 will be added up and then multiplied by 1.7, the degree of difficulty.
That's the degree of difficulty.
Grace
That is
Palmer
something a lot of people don't understand, but I'm glad you explained that.
She is doing a reverse dive. Pike position. Again, degree of difficulty 1.7. She had a 6.5, 6, and 6.5. Paige Thompson for West Des Moines Valley is up next, doing a reverse dive, degree of difficulty 1.6. So probably laid out position, not the pike. It's like golf.
Yes.
Don't talk when they're putting.
And I'll explain in just a second. Something I learned.
And that will be a no score.
Right.
A failed dive.
Yep, didn't go into her dive. So I was going to tell you, my first experience at a college meet.
Let me introduce her, and then we'll go back to that. Quincy Clayton, Waukee diver, doing a reverse dive, degree of difficulty 1.7. Pike position, a little over rotated.
A little over, and it was out from the board a little bit too.
Yeah,
that's another thing. She kind of went.
I understand you want to be about an arm length from the board.
Yeah, it's a little scary. Yeah.
Janie Wyatt for West Des Moines doing a reverse dive, 1.7, most likely pike position. I do not have their position on this description. Yep, pike position. She was heading in straight and then kind of fluttered at the end. 5.5, 6, 5.5.
Yep, I'm agreeing with the judges. So.
Carrie Lynn Schmidt, Waukee, doing a reverse somersault, 1.6 degree of difficulty. Kind of kept the rotation going, but got straightened out. Nice height, 6.5, 6.5, and
you know you're diving. You're doing a good job.
I'm nothing but a dive master. Mally McGregor of Waukee, reverse somersault, 1.6. I like how she corrected right as she entered.
Right, yeah, you could tell.
6, 5.5, and 6. Liz Knoll up next. Reverse dive, 1.7. Tuck position, I believe I heard. Oh, that was a backward somersault.
You know what?
7, 6.5, 6.5.
I don't. There now it's Liz Knoll.
Oh, was that
yeah,
Melanie
we're
McGregor?
off. We're off one. Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that,
That's
folks.
okay.
Mally McGregor, maybe?
So that was Mally McGregor that just dove.
Okay.
And this is Liz Knoll.
Mally McGregor did a reverse somersault. Liz Knoll did a reverse dive pike position. Scored a 7, 8.5, and 7.
Those are some good scores.
I think we're looking at some state qualifying divers here.
Yes, I agree.
So
good
now
diving.
Alexa Elliott is our 10th diver from Waukee, reverse somersault. How do you... Obviously, she went in okay, 6.5, 6.5, and 6.
Yeah, when she went in, it just kind of was more at an angle, shot her feet out.
Still rotating a little bit, it seemed like.
Yeah. And you know how she could correct that is with some height.
Reese Snavely is our next diver for first diver in round 2. Forward 1.5 somersault, 1.7 degree of difficulty.
She
nice.
had, she was very tight.
Yeah, that looked good to me.
Yeah.
Six and a half, 6, and 6.5 for that. Grace Palmer next, forward 1.5 somersault.
That's nice.
Nice, super close to the board.
Yeah.
In a father's opinion. 6, 5.5, and 6. Let's see, we've got Paige Thompson up next for West Des Moines. Forward somersault, 1.5. Five and a half, 6.5, 6.5. Quincy Clayton's second dive. She's doing a forward dive, pike position, 1.3 degree of difficulty.
Okay.
Oh, that looked good. Nice straight entry. Nice height, 7, 8, 7.5. Yeah, I do know what I'm talking about, don't I?
You do. You've watched a lot of diving in your day.
I actually did. I was here with a camera, so I had to stay and watch while the other parents went and got popcorn.
I didn't go get popcorn.
No,
I stayed here and watched.
Jenny Wyatt, West Des Moines, doing a reverse somersault, 1.6.
I
6.5,
like
5.5, 6.5.
You know, and I like the height that she got on that dive.
You went and got popcorn
during the
50 free.
During the 50 free. During the
or the 500.
Yeah. No, I like to cheer on the 500 people. I do.
Oh, that's cool. Carolyn Schmidt doing
That's
a
nice
1.5 somersault, pike position. 7.5, 7.5, and 8. Judges like that. That's a good score right there. 1.7 degree of difficulty. That'll be a good score. Kenyon Smith up next. Reverse somersault, 1.6 degree of difficulty.
Little splash in the end. Yeah, probably get some.
5.5, 6, 5.5. Mally McGregor. She's doing forward 1.5 somersaults. Pike position.
Okay. It's nice.
That was nice.
It was
good height.
Yeah, she had good height.
7.5,
tight,
7.5.
you know, her
7.5.
Yeah.
good score. That was multiplied by 1.7. Liz Knoll up next, doing a reverse somersault. 1.7. Pike position coming up here.
You know, I'll tell you, the way that she, I like the way she does her approach from the board. She's very strong approach on the board. She's not afraid. I just, her.
She takes that board on.
She takes the board on, and
6.5,
she's very
6.5,
comfortable.
7.
Yeah. And she's just a sophomore, right?
Alexa Elliott, forward 1.5 somersault right there. 8, 7, and 6.5.
Okay.
Judges liked that. So after 2 rounds, let's see, Liz Knoll is our leader with 72.25 points. As we head into round 3, Reese Snavely from Waukee, forward 2 forward somersaults. Going to see a lot of spinning here.
All right, I like these. Like the spinning. Yeah.
She could use a little more height.
Yeah, a little more height than she's got it. But she rotated 2 somersaults.
Yes, fully. 5.5 all the way around. Grace Palmer up next, doing a back dive. Waukee swimmer with a degree of difficulty 1.6.
Waukee diver.
The diver.
Yes.
She has to swim to the edge.
Oh, right. That's good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that was a great dive.
nice.
She doesn't really have to swim to the edge because that dive took her there. 6, 6.5, and 5.5 for Grace Palmer. Paige Thompson up next, Valley diver, doing an inward dive, pike position, degree of difficulty 1.5. Are the judges judging yet?
Right now, just this?
Yeah.
No.
Where do they begin?
When they make their first move. I mean, so she got up there and stood still. So they're not judging right until she does that.
Presses on the board.
Presses on the board and goes up.
She got a 6, 5.5, and 6 on that dive right there. Quincy Clayton up next.
I thought you meant, did they go to sleep?
Forward 1.5 somersault. Pike position.
Nice. Very nice diving tonight.
This is
2
good teams. 6.5, 6, and 6. Jenny Wyatt doing an inward dive. I think he said pike position. 1.5 degree of difficulty. Little over, little angled coming in, 5.5, 5, 5.
You know, and I don't think people realize how hard it is to control your body up in the air like that. Boy, it's hard.
Carolyn Schmidt from Waukee up next, doing 2 forward somersaults. Degree of difficulty 2.2. So this will be multiplied by a lot, like you and Julie were talking. She kept going.
She kept going.
You
know what? If she would have landed 5, 5, 5.5, if she would have hit her head first, it probably would have been a 0. So it's good that she was able to control it and make sure that her body got in before the head. Yeah.
Kenyon Smith doing an inward somersault, 1.6.
That was really nice. Did you see how close she was to the board? I know it scares you, but guess what?
That would make me nervous as a
She'll
parent.
get good scores for that.
She did 6.5 all the way around. Yeah, it did look good. Mally McGregor, 2 somersaults.
That was nice.
Nice, that was nice.
That
Good
was
height.
nice.
She got stretched out before she landed. 7.5, 6.5, 6.5. Liz Knoll up next. 2 somersaults forward. These are 2.2 degree of difficulty.
Okay, getting some tougher difficulty here.
That put Mallie McGregor in the lead at the moment, 1:15.35. Let's see what Noel can do.
Boy, she gets, you know, if she can control that, she just attacks that board really well and gets high.
She had 5.5, 6, and 6.5 on that dive. Keeping McGregor in the lead. That also is a forward somersault ×2 for Alexa Elliott, 7.7 and 6 for 108 total points. So our leader at the end of round 3 is Mallie McGregor. Beginning round 4 of 6. Reese Snavely doing a back somersault laid out. Degree of difficulty 1.7 ×6, 6.5, and 6. Grace Palmer up next doing an inward dive. Pike position.
Okay.
Nice. She kept going a little bit there, but judges generally liked it. 5, 6, and 5.5. Paige Thompson is doing an inward somersault. Tuck position. Degree of difficulty 1.6. Six, 5.5, and 6. Did you like that, Dawn?
I did. Yeah.
Quincy Clayton, Waukee's diver, is doing a back dive, 1.6 degree of difficulty.
That was nice too. Good entries in the water today.
5.5, 6, and 6.5 were her scores. Jenny Wyatt up next. Valley diver, doing a forward 1.5 somersault. Pike position, degree of difficulty 1.7.
Right. Nice.
That was nice. I feel like that deserves more than 1.7 in that degree of difficulty. 7, 7, and 6.5.
Yeah, that was a nice dive. She got some good height there.
Carrie Lynn Schmidt, back 1.5 somersault, 2.0.
And I always like to see girls point their toes when they go in. To me, that is, pointing of the toes as hard as they can is huge.
Ooh.
Almost. She just needed to. She needed to get a little more height.
She made
and
it.
To
She got a
pull
dive
out. She
in.
needed to get those hips thrust out a little faster.
She got a couple 5s and a 4.5. Kenyon Smith doing forward 1.5 somersault, 1.7 degree of difficulty.
Uh-oh. That's a balk. Yeah.
Is that okay? She's lining back up.
She's like, yeah, she'll get to, they might take some points off.
Oh, her dive was nice. She kind of
Okay,
kept
so
going,
see how they're
rotating.
discussing. Okay. So they are giving
So
her 5. Okay.
5,
and then they
and
might,
5.
the head judge is telling them to
Do something with
do
that
something
score.
with that score. they have to take a balk. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah. They have to take something off that score. I'm almost positive.
Oh, 3, 2 points each.
Yeah, okay, yep.
All right, so that was painful.
Yeah.
For her score. Mallory McGregor on the board now.
Too bad that second dive was good.
Yeah. Back 1.5 somersaults. 2.0 degree of difficulty for Mallory McGregor. Okay. Had to make sure the judges were all ready.
Wow, you know, that was a good, just needed a little more control, but that's a tough dive.
That is a tough dive. From
and
4.5,
she'll
and
get
5.5.
I'm sure she's gotten it before. She just over-rotated, and she got a little excited.
She kind of kept
spinning.
spinning.
That's good, though.
Physics.
Yes, it is. I was not good at physics, but you're right, Dave. That is physics.
Liz Knoll up next. Valley swimmer, inward 1.5 somersaults. 2.2 degree of difficulty.
Okay, that was, she will score high.
8, 7.5,
and
6.
6. Wow.
I thought that looked great. Nice height, went in straight as an arrow.
That boy,
takes the lead, 159.15.
Nice. I thought that dive was incredible.
Alexa Elliott on the board. Back dive, tuck position. It's going to earn her a 6, 6, and 5.5. And that was a 1.5 degree of difficulty. Reese Snavely diving there, an inward 1.5 somersault, 2.2 degree of difficulty with 3 times 6 for her score. Grace Palmer up next, another Waukee diver, inward somersault, tuck position, I believe I heard him say. 1.6 is our degree of difficulty. She will score 2 6s and a 5.5 on that dive. Paige Thompson up next. She's doing a back somersault straight, so she'll be laid out. 1.6 for degree of difficulty.
Boy, this is all bringing back memories. I love it.
Nice. She held
Straight
that
in the air.
straight,
She did.
all the way around. 5.5, 5, 6. Quincy Clayton in inward dive, pike position, 1.5 DD. Oh. Nice. Can her hands extend beyond her legs like that?
Right. Yeah.
7.5, 6.5, and 6.5. Janie Wyatt, Valley diver, doing a back somersault, 1.7 degree of difficulty.
Just a little too much rotation.
A little too much rotation. 4.5, 5, and 6 for her scores. That was Carolyn Schmidt doing an inward 1.5 somersault. Tuck position, 2.2 degree of difficulty times 7, 7.5, and 6.5. For the Waukee diver. Kenyon Smith, back somersault, straight position, 1.7. Five and a half, 6.5, and 6. Medley McGregor, inward 1.5 somersault. 2.2, I believe he said tuck position. 2.2 degree of difficulty.
So this is going to be a tougher dive, yeah. Nice.
Oh, wow, that looked great. In my eyes, judges gave her all 7s for it. Nice straight entry.
Yes, she did a nice job.
She got all the way around, stopped the rotation. Liz Knoll up next, back 1.5 somersaults, 2.0 degree of difficulty.
Oh, shoot. You know, that's a tough dive.
That is a tough dive.
I mean, you're going in blind and
4, 4.5, and 4. Yeah. You got to pretend you know where the water is.
Yeah, it's tough. But that's a tough dive.
Medley McGregor's got 191, and that gave Noel 184.15. As we watch Alexa Elliott do her inward somersault, getting a 6.5, 7, and 6.5. Round 6 coming up.
All right, almost
your
done
6th
here,
and final round for these 10 divers. Reese Snavely, back somersault with 1.5 back somersault with twists. Is it 1.5 twists? A back somersault?
1.5. So okay, let's watch here. Sorry. Yep, there we go. Yep, 1.5. Could you count it when she was doing it?
Yes,
hard to see. That was a good dive.
2.3 degree of difficulty. She got a 5.66.
Yes, and that's where Miss Dickinson, the coach, that's where she scored her point. She was the best twister I've ever seen. Yeah.
Grace Palmer, back somersault with half a twist.
Yeah, twist you can get a lot of points.
She got her half twist in fully.
Yeah. But
5, 6, and 5.5.
I'll tell you why they're hard, because if they aren't fully rotated and the judges can see it, you will get those points taken off very easily. That's why they're so hard to do.
Paige Thompson doing a forward somersault with 1 twist. 1.9. Five and a half, 5, and 5.5. Paige Thompson is a freshman. You just saw a freshman do that. Quincy Clayton up next. Back somersault, half twist. Kept that rotation going a little bit, but looked nice and straight. 5.5, 5.5, and 5 for Clayton. Gives her 175.5. Snavely is our leader with 216 points. Jenny Wyatt, back somersault, 1.5 twists, 2.3. There's a lot going on right there.
Yeah, she's. What year is she? Is she fresh?
Let's see here. Freshman.
Yeah.
4,
so
2.5,
she's
and
got a lot of
3.
time to really work on those twists and get those really well. She'll do it.
Carolyn Schmidt, back 1.5 somersaults with half twist. She got the somersaults all the way around.
Yeah.
5, 6.5, and 6. Kenyon Smith's final dive is a back somersault with 1 twist, 1.9.
And a lot of girls save their twist dives for the end of the meet.
Yes, it looks like that's what's going on here. All 5s for Smith. Mally McGregor. She needs a 2:16.15 to take the lead on her back somersault with 1.5
nice.
twists.
Good
2.3
twisting.
difficulty. She's got 6.5s all the way around. That'll be a great score for her, won't it?
Mm-hmm. It should be, yeah.
She had
Yeah.
191. She's got
She
a
got 44.
236.4.
She got 44.85 on that dive.
Liz Knoll up next, back somersault, 1.5 twists,
Okay.
2.3. She's sitting at 184.85. I mean, she needs all 8s.
Yeah. This is a very tough dive right here.
Other than keeping the rotation going.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she's a sophomore. She has some work to do, but she's got some difficult dives. Boy, once she can get those dives nailed down. Yeah.
She finished with 219. Alexa Elliott, our next diver. Back 1.5 somersault, half twist. Ooh, that's a tough dive.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see that in slow motion. 5.5, 6, and 5. Mally McGregor, 236.4 is going to be our dive winner. And the scores from diving will be added to the overall scores for the team scores. And McGregor's a Waukee diver, so that'll help Waukee.
Yes. So here's what I was going to tell you, Dave.
Yeah, we need to find out how bad you got yelled at in your first college meet.
So first college meet for my daughter at the University of Iowa. They start diving, and it's so loud, and I'm looking around at everybody. And I'm like,
loud.
Shh. I'm telling everybody, you know, be quiet. What are you doing? This is diving. I'm used to high school diving where it's golf and you have to be quiet. At the college level, no. It is as loud can be.
Really?
And that's another thing those freshmen have to get used to, those first-year divers in college. They went from it having to be so incredibly quiet to just well, you know what? The swimming was going on sometimes at the same time.
Oh, because they have their own separate dive
they have
tank.
their own yes.
Well, dive well.
Dive well, yes.
Not
tank. That sounds like fish.
It does. But
no,
they do swim as good as fish. They
some
just
of
can't
them
stay
do.
underwater that long.
So that was really interesting to get used to. And you know what? In the end, I think the kids liked it because they liked the noise better than the silence, because they didn't. When there's so much silence, you feel like everybody is watching you.
It's got to be some pressure.
Yes. So she eventually got used to that noise and liked it. And then the other thing I was going to say, too, is that so in these dual meets, these girls are doing 6 dives. In order to get to state, you have to have 11 dives on your list. Yes. So at the invitationals that these kids do, you have to have an 11 dive list, and if you don't have 11 dives, you can't even qualify for state.
So there are meets that are just diving
Yes.
where they do 11.
Yes.
Because otherwise, like, the concession stand would run out of pizza.
They do take some time. That is correct. I've been to many of those.
I'm sure you have.
Many, but loved it. I mean, I did. Obviously I loved it. Otherwise,
So how does it work in college? Here we've got one board. It's a 1 meter board.
Mm-hmm.
At college, they've got the platform. They've got a 3 meter board and the 1 meter board.
Yes.
I can't imagine like every diver has 6 dives at every board. Like, how does it work?
Well, you know what? Well, you have your platform specialists, and there are two. Let me think about this. 3 different platforms. Boy, I could look at my phone and look at the video of my daughter doing her dives, but I think there are 3 platforms.
Different heights.
Different heights at the Iowa dive well. That top one, though, oh golly. Her really good friend, Callie Head, a gal from Wisconsin who dove at Iowa, watched her come in 6th place nationally at the NCAAs on the 10-meter platform dive.
10 meter is 3 stories high.
And she was doing handstands and coming out of the handstands. I'll tell you something else that was just so awesome is watching my daughter compete. Well, it terrified her, but watching her compete against Olympic divers, because they're still in college, remember?
You're right.
They're still in college. And so we were so fortunate. She dove Big Ten, so she would dive against the powerhouse Purdue. And the men's dive team, they had I believe 2 guys on there that were in the Olympics. And Indiana always has some great diving, has a great diving program. Minnesota, I'll tell you, it was absolutely a thrill to see the type of competition at these meets. And it was the hardest thing my daughter ever did. I think any college athlete would say that, the training that goes into it. But, and there were times, and I'm not going to lie, times that she thought, I can't do this. I can't continue this. But she stuck with it. And, looking back, she said it truly was the best thing she ever did. And the friendships that she has made, the discipline that these athletes have, whether you're in a high school sport or college sport, you can't beat it.
Yeah,
Loved
absolutely.
it.
I agree. Any college athlete is major discipline to juggle school, life, and sport is pretty amazing. They have to be super disciplined.
Yes. So fortunate. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's look at the schedule coming up.
Okay.
Valley. Their swim schedule coming up. They've got, we're on September 29th here. Waukee at Valley. That's what we're looking at tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday is Boone at Valley. That's a COVID makeup. Boone missed a meet, Valley missed a meet, and so they found a place on the calendar. And
that's nice that they can make those meets up. Very nice.
It's been a flexible season. October 6th, Valley goes to Johnston. The 13th, Dowling will come to Mark Wagner Pool. And then that's their last duel before conference meet, which will be held at Johnston. November 5th and 7th is the dive meet and swim meet for qualifying for state. Regional.
Okay.
And there's an instance where the dive meet is completely separate from the swimming meet.
Yes.
Held on
now,
different days.
Is that held in Marshalltown still, at the YMCA in Marshalltown?
Now that's the regional meet, and those are held. Those are,
you're right.
are to be decided.
Yeah,
you're on state?
I'm on state. Sorry, I jumped ahead.
State is November 13th and 14th. And yes, that is at the Marshalltown YMCA.
Okay, wonderful facility. I love going to that facility.
The meets are super fun there.
Yes.
Now the boys' state meet is moved to University of
City.
Iowa.
Yep.
And I'm sure University of Iowa will not want to give that up.
Oh,
since
no.
the pool will be empty. Never mind. We
Well,
won't go there.
Not this year, but, you know, well, there is a lawsuit.
Oh, to keep them.
To keep it alive.
Keep the swim team going.
It is. There is a lawsuit. I can send you that link so you can read the whole story, Dave. And I hope they win. That facility is one of the newest and most beautiful in the country.
It's like almost brand new.
It is almost brand new, and it is. If people out there haven't ever seen that facility, go check it out and take a look. It is.
Go swim there.
Go swim. Exactly. It is beautiful. I hope that they can figure out a way to keep that program, bring it back, whatever. Boy, it would be a loss.
Yeah,
just
for sure.
An absolute loss.
Sure. Gosh darn COVID.
Gosh darn COVID. Yeah, crazy
All right,
COVID.
so we are looking at Waukee's schedule. They're at Valley tonight. It's the Valley Waukee swim meet.
Yes.
Tonight, September 29th.
Yes.
They're going to Wellmark YMCA. I'm not sure who's hosting it. I've heard so many different things about this meet, but there's a meet being held on October 3rd at the Wellmark YMCA and downtown Des Moines, and I believe it is so parents can come watch because they can spread out in the stands at the Y. So that's October 3rd.
Good
Waukee will be there. Then they head to Johnston for the Johnston Invite on October 10th. Ankeny will be heading to Waukee for Waukee's Senior Night on October 13th. And then, it looks like then Waukee heads to Marshalltown for Marshalltown Invite, which I would think a lot of swimmers would want to go to in preparation for state.
Yes.
If you plan on going to state, it's great to swim in that pool and get the vibe of that pool.
Yep, and the divers are typically there right before the swimmers, so that's a big dive meet as well because that's one right before state.
Yeah, that is.
So
it is. Well, it's a month before state. So then they go to dive meet at Johnston for the Central Conference on October 20th. October 22nd is the swim meet at Johnston Central Conference. I think Dowling is there, Johnston, Valley, maybe, I'm not sure who all is there. Southeast Polk, part of that conference. I think Southeast Polk is there. That'd be a great meet. That'll be
I'm trying to remember.
Great meet. Then obviously the regional dive and swim meet, and then the state meet on November 13th and 14th. Waukee will be attending those as well. So that is your schedule coming up. Coach DeBoof said I could tell this story again because it got cut out of our last stream, but the best pool I ever swam in,
okay,
you're talking about the Iowa pool and how great that is, I was shooting for Central Iowa Sports Network at the Olympic Trials in Omaha, and they had a little thing for press.
Nice.
Are you in the press now?
Am I? You tell me.
we are right now.
Hey, if you're going,
so listen to this.
Tag along.
They sent a thing saying we have a special 50-meter, and it was a meter pool, 50-meter dash for the media, and it was a prediction race.
Okay.
So you sent in your predicted time, and the one who got closest to that won like $8,000 like Omega. Whoever times the freaking Olympics.
Yes.
Gives away a $8,000 watch.
You're not wearing it.
Listen, I came here. Coach DeBoof, Coach Davis spent time with me in the summer while they were giving lessons. They gave me lane 1 up there to do my laps, to do my sprints, to do my drills, and then to predict my time. So they timed me, I think, 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we're lining up for a race. And this is actually one of my favorite races here. Oh, I'm going to keep you all in suspense, aren't I?
The fly.
So I got to swim in the Olympic trials pool. And
wow.
And I beat my time by 2 seconds.
Because it was the pool.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Because I'm just so fast.
Yeah.
34 seconds. Ain't bad for an old guy.
No, that's pretty good.
I actually have another story about that. Is there another break coming up?
Sure.
We do have a race coming up. It's one of my favorite races.
I love this race. Tough,
and I am seeing
grueling.
senior night at Waukee on October 3rd. 100-yard butterfly. 100-yard butterfly JV. This is one of my favorite races because the pool was often mirror-like finish after the break, and I was taking pictures. So let's.
Well, it's the best picture. I mean, isn't it? The
For sure,
butterfly
yeah.
is
Yep.
the best pictures to get. Yeah.
Madison Ching in 1, Kale Thurman in 2, Libby Tharp in lane 3, Waukee has Sarah McCrary in 4, Rylan Robin in 5, Peyton Coates in 6, and Adeline Brennan in lane 7. Waukee stacked with freshmen. Everybody except for lane 6. Peyton Coates is a sophomore, but the rest of the Waukee swimmers are freshmen. While Valley's senior, Libby Tharp, is taking the lead up in lane 3. And she's bringing it home this last 25 yards.
Yep,
she's
looks
being
like she's
pushed by
got it.
McCrary. That's a freshman for Waukee. And then Coates up in lane 6 here. Coates may take the second place spot and just gets out touched by McCrary. So Tharp takes number 1, McCrary 2, and Coates 3. 108.24, 108.84, the top 2 times. 109.47 for Coates. As Brennan comes home in lane 7. The freshman at Waukee. $100-yard butterfly varsity. One of my favorite pictures was my son Noah. He got in trouble, so they put him in the fly.
Yeah.
So I go to the end of the pool, and he is coming right up his lane at me. My camera is looking right down his nose,
nice.
and he smiles.
Ah.
I don't think he was too worried about his time.
Yeah, that's great.
In lane 1 for Valley, senior Jocelyn Tracy. Then a couple of freshmen, Allison He and Adeline Lee for Valley, lanes 2 and 3. Sophie Hauser in 4, senior for Waukee. Marin Mayura in 5, and Jessica Wiggum in 6. And they are off. Lee in lane 3 has the best time coming in at just over 1 minute, and she takes the lead at the first turn. Got a couple swimmers, lane 2 and lane 4, both with 104 best times coming in. Look at lane 6.
Yeah, she's coming out strong.
We don't have a time on her, but she's got a great fly. She's actually moved into the lead there. Sophomore at Waukee in lane 6. Followed by the freshman at Valley in lane 3. They are coming home. Lee is making up time. It's going to be a fight to the finish.
Wow, nice.
Wiggum has the lead, and boom, touches first. 59.6, great time. And Lee does a PR by 0.2 of a second, so a good swim out of her. She's just outswum by Wiggum. Take a look at these times here. So I'd like to welcome back Deanne Wiltsey, who took a little break during the dive. She didn't have pizza, though. I see. What's that word on there? Is that confluence? Is that what that says on that can there? Or is that Diet Coke? I don't know.
I can't tell. Can I bump it up? And
I think that says, I think that's
Southside
Citra.
That's, yep.
I'm telling.
Confluence.
I guess I just told. And that looks like a shanty, and that is I got her name wrong, and I think it's okay because Camden Habgood's mom. So there we are, taking a little break during the diving.
Yeah. Something I never did.
No, but you did take a break during the 7 heats of the 50 free.
Yes, I did.
Okay, where are we at here? We've got the 100-yard freestyle junior varsity. We have 3 heats.
Okay.
So that's like 6 heats of the 50.
Yeah,
they
that's
just
true.
do 2 of them at once.
That's true.
Lane, this is an all Waukee heat. Waukee's got a lot of swimmers in this race right here. Taylor Austin in 1. CC, I think, Rodriguez. Part of their names are cut off here. You'll vouch for me, right?
I'm totally, but I don't have my glasses on, so I have no idea what's going on.
We're gonna take a look at the pool here.
Okay.
I get distracted.
Yeah. You can multitask really well.
Taylor Austin in 1. Just Rodriguez in 2, Schmidt in 3, Ramos in 4, McAlpine in 5, and Kamudzro in 6. All Waukee swimmers in this first of 3 junior varsity 100-yard freestyle heats. Lane 1 and 6 turning at the first corner first. Lanes 2 and 4 look neck and neck. Looks like up there in lane 1, that's Austin has pulled ahead a bit, and she turns first, 34.8 for her first lap. Kumedzro turns second in lane 6, 36.87. Looks like Austin maintains her lead as a turn for home, 25 yards to go. Lane 2 and 4, neck and neck. Lanes 3 and 5, a tight race as well. So this Waukee kids are each pushing each other. Austin bringing it home.
Yeah, nice swim.
Touching first, and our times are disappearing.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna show you the times because Austin's was not. I know that they're gonna have to get the manual watches on that heat right there, because the times on the board are not what happened. Okay, and the official's going to get those times right now, so I'll take this opportunity to introduce the next heat, which is, we've got 2 Valley swimmers and the rest is Waukee. Avery Hauk in lane 1, Bella Hager in 2. Those are your Valley swimmers. Paige Finney in 3, Kiera Briggs in 4. Sierra, maybe, Peterson in 5, Hunter Price in 6, and Lily Froelich in 7.
Doing a good job with your,
I try.
Announcing or pronouncing those names.
Thank you.
Yep.
You're doing the next race.
I guess I do have my glasses here. I could try. Remember, you're the swim guy. I'm the dive girl.
That's right. Because you've got...
But you knew you're diving. I was impressed.
I have a camera, so I would stay and watch.
Well, true. And, you took beautiful pictures of my daughter, by the way. I still have those.
You're very kind. All right, here we go. Heat 2 of 3 for the junior varsity 100-yard freestyle. Looks like Kiera Briggs in lane 4 has... Bella Hagar in lane 2 has the best time coming in, 1:06. And then Briggs and Hauk are at 1:07. Briggs in lane 4 and Hauk in lane 1. And those 3 are leading the charge. Although it looks like lane 4, Kiera Briggs, has just a shoulder advantage.
Yeah.
Now I'd say half a body.
Right.
She's having a great...
Nice turns.
Very nice turns. 30.15 for Briggs at the halfway point. And her best is 107 coming in. So if she can do a 33 or 34, she's got a PR of a few seconds. But Hogar up there in lane 2 is hanging on strong. She swam a 31 and Hauk a 32. Hogar and Hauk in lanes 1 and 2 are fighting for that second and third place spot. And Briggs pulls a 33.69 to finish in 103.84. That's a 4-second PR for her.
That's a lot.
Briggs has Hagar in lane 2 has a half a second PR, and Hauk 2-second PR. So
nice.
Fast times at Richmond High. And the bottom two, I don't have a time on lane 5, Peterson, but for Price and Froelich, I've got their times, and they've got a PR. 2 seconds for Price and more than a second off for Froelich. So, boom.
Boom.
Heat 3 of 3. This is your scoring heat for the junior varsity. Katie Bonus in lane 1. Hallie Yates in 2. Grace Badia in 3. For Waukee, we've got Elle Harrington in 4. Chloe Sundet in 5. And Grace Fisher in 6.
Okay.
Katie Bonus's brother swam with our children.
Yep, graduated. Well, both
2013.
And then another brother that swam with John in 2016.
Oh,
yeah.
Swimming family, the Bonus family. Harrington in 4 has a PR of 59.92, so just under a minute. Badia in 3's got the next best time at just over a minute, so could be a tight race there in lane 3 and 4. Of course, with the times coming down for everybody, might be that fast water in lane 1.
Fast water, yes. Yeah,
that's Katie Bonus up there in lane 1, and she's holding on. Yeah. 28, 29, 29, 31,
These 31. Are the races I love when they're that close. It's just who can bring it on in the end.
You know they're looking at each other. They look right across those lane lines. They know exactly where that other swimmer is. Look at Harrington hugging that lane line, trying to get a little draft off of Badia.
I know, that's
Badia's
smart.
bringing it home.
She is. Good for her. I've known her since she was a little girl. Nice.
59.96. So she takes off half a second, quarter second. Harrington in second. Let's take a look at these times. Your varsity 100-yard freestyle is coming up next. Lane 1, Emily. Oh, did you put your glasses on? You did not.
Dave, I can't find them.
Emily Nelson in lane 1.
I could say that. Emily Nelson, I could do that one.
Can you do that one? Emily Nelson in lane 1, Allison Wyatt in 2, Kristen He in 3. Your Valley swimmers there. For Waukee, Mallory Kell in 4, Eve Wiltsey in 5, and Emily Hamling in 6. I hope her mom is watching again. Wiltsey, she's the one who took a halftime break.
No kidding.
They are off. Our best time coming in is Mallory at 55.34. That's lane 4. 2 Valley swimmers, Wyatt and He, are in the 56-second range. So lane 4, 2, 3, 4. Although not looking like Wyatt, who's got a 56 coming in, does not appear to be having the race of her life, as Eve Wiltsey is.
Oh boy, she is pulling away. Okay.
Kell swam a 26.74 on the first lap.
Boy, she's pulling. I mean, She had a good turn there. Lane 3 did, but
54.94. That's
a nice
half a second off, and he next 56.41. Wiltsey swimming a 57.55. That's a PR for her this year. Fourth is Nelson up top there, 58.98. Fifth, Wyatt, 59.45. And Hamline in 1 flat 6.9. That was your 100-yard freestyle varsity. Got the 500 coming up here.
All right.
7 heats.
Stop it. We'll be here all night.
Allison Rickert in lane 1, Jenna Henry in lane 2, and Briley Corwin in lane 3. Got a couple of freshmen for Valley in lanes 2 and 3 there.
All right.
For Waukee, we've got Kayla Wiggum in 4. Amelia Habgood in 5. She's a freshman. And Naya Schmidt in lane 6.
Looks like we're missing lane 2. Oh, I wonder if this is her coming.
We got a scratch? Nope, she's running to the...
No, she's coming, I think, yeah.
She's like, we got 5 minutes of racing here. I can,
or
I'll get in there.
She's probably thinking, got to go get a breather before I have to do this race.
Our best time reported coming in is 5:53 by Corwin in lane 3. We don't have times on the Waukee girls, so not sure what they can swim, but we've got 2 sophomores and a freshman for Waukee.
Wow. So my greatest memory of this race is, I don't know if you were at the boys' state swim meet when your son would have been a senior.
Oh my gosh,
Do you remember this race,
yeah,
Dave Merriman?
Yeah, oh yeah, he rocked it out.
If he would have had one more length to go, he probably would have won that race.
He swam like...
oh, it was unbelievable.
I remember him hitting like 5:11 and being super excited, and then breaking 5. I mean, I can't read that board over there. But
I can't read it either.
I can't remember. I remember a 5:11 being a great time.
Yeah.
As Corwin takes the lead on the first lap. I always talk about the lap cards because if somebody's watching for the first time, they might not. So the lap cards.
Yes.
And I actually just had a discussion with 2 swimmers, Ryan and Anna, who both swam at Valley this weekend. And I was talking about these lap cards, and they were making fun of me that I have a hard time doing math because it's a 500, 25-yard pool.
Yep.
So, okay, 20 lengths, 10 laps.
Here, let me get my phone calculator
So
out.
what's the 5? So they have 5. So anyway, I always have a hard time just doing the mental math on this. But those are length cards,
yes,
not lap cards.
Yes, it took, when my kids first got into it, it took me a little bit also to try to understand what those numbers meant down there. Yeah.
Well, they don't have instructions for parents.
No, they don't.
No, we're just supposed to know
and
that stuff.
And then you get to some of these pools, some of these collegiate pools and so forth. You have, how do I explain it? The length is 2 laps. For like the Olympic pool,
it's 50 meters.
Yeah.
Not 25.
Right. And so there's yeah.
And then you got to do a whole new math thing.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
And they swim like
1,500. Right.
And 1,000 and 3,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
and fast.
Ryan was telling me about the code for the cards. And if you see in lane 1 there, she's bobbing the card up and down.
Yep.
Lane 2, bobbing the card up and down. Lane 5, up and down. That means something. So they would have a code that says, if I bob it up and down, you're ahead of pace. If I swing it side to side, you are behind pace. If I hold it still, you're on pace. And I don't know what these, like every kid can have their own code. But Ryan's was, if it's upside down, just enjoy the rest of the day because you're so far behind.
Just go to your back and just kind of.
And it's a freestyle, so you can go to your back.
You can float.
Absolutely, that's a legal stroke here.
You know what? I have to tell you, I did not know that there was code down there with that. I did not know that. I'll have to watch now.
Sometimes you'll see him swing it. Sometimes you'll see him bob it.
Right.
And if you see it upside down, you'll watch that swimmer slow down and enjoy the rest of the swim.
Wow.
At least that was Ryan's code with David Merriman. It was often, he and Merriman would often hold cards for each other. Lap cards, length cards.
Length cards, yeah.
So we've done 13. We're over the halfway mark. 13, 14, 15, 16. 10. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out when they have, like, I don't know.
I can't help you.
Right, if you're watching. So Corwin is in lane 3. Top of the leaderboard here.
Wow, she is, doing a nice job.
She's put a lap on lane 6
staying
here.
Strong, too.
She is staying strong. 36.
This is a grueling.
Habgood, she did not take a halftime break like her mom did, and she's swimming 35s. Corwin did another 36 there. Habgood, another 35. If she stays on those 35s, I don't know if she's got enough room to take on Corwin, but she's doing good. Rickard up there in lane 1, swimming 37s, and Henry 37 as well. So, and Wiggum.
Holy cow! Look at the lead she has.
And she gets the bell. 1 lap to go. I do know that math. 36.4. So she's staying right in there. Oh, Habgood 34. She is pushing hard. She knows right where that lead is. So that last card they get is a big orange square that says you're done. Get home.
Get going. Bring it on.
Corwin should be done around 46-ish, 47, 48.
Yeah.
5:48. She takes the victory home. 5:48 is a PR of 5 seconds for her.
Very nice. Well, this is fun to watch these girls drop time.
And Habgood swims a 32 final lap. That's a great last lap. 5:53 for her finish. And then Rickard up top in lane 1, 35-second final lap. 5:58.41. As we watch Schmidt, Waukee swimmer, come home. Naya, a sophomore from Waukee. Remember these, the oldest swimmer right there is a junior, and that's Rickard up in lane 1. Got 2 freshmen from Valley, a sophomore, freshman, and sophomore from Waukee. So
good.
Very young crew right here.
They are. They have many years to improve, and
And there's your times in the 500-yard freestyle, junior varsity. And we've got varsity coming up. Zania Dixon in lane 1, senior for West Des Moines Valley. Morgan Hunt in 2. Annie Thiel in 3, another West Des Moines senior. Waukee's got Peyton Rafferty in 4, Abby Trosper in 5, and Izzy Stevens in 6. Stevens as senior in Waukee. Annie Thiel's got the best time coming in at 5:29.
Okay, you said Rafferty.
I did say Rafferty.
Huh.
Is that your cousin or
No.
niece?
We have no relation of anybody to anybody in town.
That you know of.
That we know of. Yes.
Long-lost relative here. Thiel has got a slight lead that might be being challenged here at the turn. 29.34 for Thiel. But I believe Rafferty.
Yeah. Well, you know, the Raffertys breed good swimmers and divers, so.
Absolutely. Oh, and divers?
Yeah.
Morgan doesn't swim?
She swims for pleasure.
Fair.
Yeah. Okay, now look here, number 3, lane 3, Thiel. Kind of pulling it out here, and boy, they are neck and neck.
Yeah, I mean, Rafferty like closes that gap.
Yeah,
and look, that turn was pushed her ahead.
Yep. Boy, if they keep this up, look at this. Look at how close they've got a long ways to go.
They do, but
long ways to go.
Everybody is basically 33-second.
You know what?
Laps.
They're the top swimmers. They're the varsity swimmers. So.
And these are kids we'll be watching at state.
Yep.
They're all 33.
Yeah, look at that.
Trosper in lane 5 there swam at 32.78 for that lap, so she's trying to get right back in it. 7 lengths down. Look at that, just a line right across the pool.
Isn't that wow. They are pacing themselves. Oh wow, that was synchronized 500 turn.
Totally synchronized.
Did you see that?
2 at 2:10.05. Like I gotta blow that up because we had 2 swimmers touch at exactly the same time.
How often does that happen, boy? Look at that, synchronize again. And
looks like the outside is pulling ahead a little bit. Lanes 2 and 5.
So.
Hunt
boy, it'll be interesting to see who's going to pull ahead. At some point, you know, you're going to...
I feel like Trosper's on the lane 5 has made a move right there.
She's really pulling ahead.
That's the halfway point.
Yeah.
2:44, 2:43 for our split times, which is about a 5.5 minute 500. Interesting, Trosper's hanging right on that lane line, which if Rafferty moved over, she could get a little draft.
There, she moved a little bit.
I like to talk about that draft and lane lines. It makes me sound like I know what I'm talking about.
Well, you are a cyclist.
So I do know about drafting.
Yes, you know about, it's the same idea. And, you know.
Fully, yes.
Yeah.
Even though they're not directly behind each other, you can get a real benefit when you kind of catch that wake.
Watching swimming in the Olympics, I have my favorite Olympic sports. Swimming has to be top 3 for me.
For sure.
Definitely.
Yep.
Maybe 2. I don't know. Love gymnastics, but swimming, I love swimming. So maybe 2, the excitement of it. But you can see those Olympic swimmers, the drafting that goes on in the Olympics.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Now, something interesting is just going on. Hunt over there in lane 2 has moved into the lead, the 2 Valley swimmers, and then Thiel takes charge. But Hunt's lap card was upside down, so I don't know what the message is there.
Wait, maybe that was code for...
Rock out, girlfriend.
Ready to take the lead? Go for it.
Go for it. I'm not sure. It's getting shaken up and down and is upside down. That's up in lane 2. Thiel is right there on her heels. Those 2 have gone away, and it's a race between those 2.
Valley girls.
They're going to have 50 yards to go when they touch.
And you know they probably train together. Well, obviously they train together. And okay, now look at her take off. Oh.
I feel like Hunt had a little better push under the water there.
Did. And look at how fast.
Thiel takes away.
She's bringing it on, really.
They're both staying in the 33-second range for their laps.
That just blows me away.
Yeah, ditto. Well, now I did 34 seconds at the Olympic World Olympic thing there, so
that
not all that fast. Oh wait, they're doing 10 of them in a row.
Right, exactly. Nice.
33.82 for Hunt, 5:33.89 for Thiel.
Wow, that's a good swim.
I think she was hanging out with the two swimmers from Waukee, Rafferty and Trosper, because she went down by a few seconds on that thing, and it looked like,
I think she knew when she had to bring it on, and she really pulled ahead.
She did. She poured it right on. There's your times. So Thiel, Hunt in lane 2 took second. Rafferty in third place. Trosper in fourth. Stevens in fifth place. Dixon rounding out. All right, 200-yard freestyle relay.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to talk a lot here.
Okay.
In lane 1, swimming for West Des Moines Valley, Emma Norton. Lane 2, Quincy Chapman. Lane 3, Ellie Barfels. Waukee's got Paige Finney in lane 4, Becca Blackford in 5, Abby Burkle in 6, and Valley has an exhibition team, Siobhan Wenman in lane 7. 200-yard freestyle relay, junior varsity.
Just two heats for this, just JV and varsity.
We have 2 JV heats.
We do. Was I not paying attention?
We have a lot of swimmers to.
Yes, we do.
It's the beauty of swimming is you get to participate. If you're on the basketball team, you better be one of the top 8 or 9 kids. Swimming, you better be one of the top 70 kids.
There you go. Love it. That's what I love about this sport. Love about this sport. Love about cross country.
All right, we've got our second swimmers diving in lane 1, Veronica Winterstrom. Lane 2, Ashley Zipar. Lane 3, Julia Richards. Waukee's got lane 4, Olivia Schmidt. Lane 5, Fidelia Kumedzro. Lane 6, Elena Bross. And Valley has Alexa Lopez swimming in lane 7. And it is a Valley Waukee race at this moment, lanes 3 and 5. Our third swimmers are Jill Huffman in lane 1, Kiera Cody in lane 2, Melanie Ulrich in 3, Marissa Culp in 4, Haley Winicky in 5, and Ellie Wilson in 6. Brooke Beamer in lane 7 for Valley. Got our anchor swimmers lined up here. Quinn Kelly in lane 1, Lexi Oringer in lane 2, and Liv Wang in lane 3. For Waukee, McKenna Ramus in 4, Daniel McAlpine in 5, and Caitlin Caldwell in 6. For Valley, it's Lillian Sears anchoring in lane 7. As Valley brings it home in lane 3, that is Liv Wang, the junior from Valley, bringing it home for the West Des Moines E squad. 2:17.72. Valley touches second, followed by Waukee. Lanes 2 and then 4. Waukee takes fourth in lane 5. Caitlin Caldwell getting cheered on by her teammates,
Wow,
by everybody in the pool. Coming home
nice.
for Waukee.
Yay. Fun.
All right, we've got heat 2 of the 200-yard freestyle relay. Lane 1, Madison Cheng. Lane 2, Bella Hager. Lane 3, Grace Badia. Waukee has Sarah McCrary in lane 4. Hunter Price in 5. Sierra Rodriguez in 6. And swimming exhibition for Valley in lane 7 is Francesca Cannon. Oh, we had a couple of DQs in that heat there.
Oh. Lane 4 and lane 7.
Early starts, maybe?
I would say. You know, sometimes I've seen the breaststroke get DQ'd because the kick is wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
I
not
have seen
uncommon. That would not happen in a freestyle relay.
No, that's true.
But, so it was probably a early start.
It would have to be an early start, yep.
Or they touched the floor. In the freestyle, you can pretty much get down there. You can do doggy paddle, but you can't touch the bottom of the pool.
Yes. So you can't have big feet, I suppose, right?
Right. This is not a collegiate meet.
No, it's never quiet.
I do think it's louder without the parents here. Sometimes.
Do you really?
Sometimes. Okay, maybe not louder.
You mean
just with all the teammates.
With all the teammates, yeah.
Their team on.
You know, and maybe they don't cheer as much when the parents are here. Is that what you're thinking?
A little more reserved,
yes.
maybe. That's kind of, they're a little freer. I don't know.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Except, I will say, with the 400 relay, the place is rocking.
The roof comes off.
Yes.
All right, our second swimmers, Kiana Almanza in lane 1, Ella Schluter in lane 2, Hallie Yates in lane 3, Emily Nichols in lane 4, Emma Vandekroll in lane 5, Taylor Austin in 6, and Megan Chang in 7 for Valley's exhibition squad. And we are already on our third swimmer. We'll go through those. That's Libby Mann in lane 1 for Valley, Mia Wachulis in 2, Lena McKinney in 3. Waukee has Cadence Wygant in 4, Kaylee Medhurst in 5, and Maddie McGonigal in 6. Liliana Lopez for Valley in 7. As they come in for our anchor, Eleanor Horak will be swimming in lane 1, Avery Hauk in lane 2, Libby Tharp in lane 3, Bailey Marquardt in 4, Emma Gallagher in 5, Raylan Robin in 6, and Audrey Parnot in lane 7. As we watch Valley's Libby Tharp bring it home.
Wow. Quite a swim there by that relay team.
1:59.5 was the winning time. Waukee in lane 4 was second, 1:59.46. As we see the rest of the swimmers come home. There are your times. Final splits. Look at that, 26.9 for that final lap.
Yes. That was fast.
Got one more page left.
Okay.
200-yard freestyle varsity heat. All right, starting in lane 1, Katie Bonus Lane 2, Grace Broderick. Lane 3, Kristen He. For Waukee in lane 4, Peyton Rafferty. Peyton Coates in 5. Mariana Mayura in 6. 200-yard freestyle varsity heat.
Wow, some nice jumps off the blocks there.
Those jumps or dives? Aren't you a diving parent?
You're right. That looked more like a dive than a jump.
Rafferty took an early lead at the turn, but she is being chased down by He in lane 3. Those two are going to touch. And we see our second swimmers.
Love these relays.
Jenna Henry in lane 1, Briley Corwin in 2, Emily Nelson in 3 for Valley. Swimming for Waukee, Taylor Judas in 4, Eve Wiltsey in 5, and Emily Hamling in 6. Waukee takes a slight lead coming into the third leg of this heat. Zanya Dixon will be swimming for Valley in lane 1, Brittany Block in 2, Lily Dolan in 3, Mallory Kell for Waukee in 4, Ella Harrington in 5, Carly Olney in lane 6 as they get ready for the anchor leg here. Waukee full body length in lane 4.
Look at
that was a 25.63 lap right there. I better get through the names here.
Yeah.
Jocelyn Tracy in lane 1, Allison He in lane 2, Annie Thiel in lane 3. Waukee has Nora Kemp in 4, Mia Baumgardner in 5, and Dylan Hoganson in 6. As Waukee brings it home, putting points on the board for their team, followed by Valley. 143.82.
143.82.
I do not have kind of pre-meet times for Waukee to see if that was a PR, but hard to tell on the relay PRs because they swap swimmers around. They move swimmers around.
Yep.
But actually that 145.1 is a Waukee time, but I don't know who is on. They swam a 143.82 tonight. So we are rolling right through this. No break at the thing. We've got breaststroke, backstroke.
And the 400.
And the 400.
There you go.
2 heats.
Okay. Two heats altogether because I got
the junior varsity.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nichols in 1, Schmidt in 2, Habgood in 3, Blackford in 4, and Culp in 2, 3, 4, 5, Blackford in 5, and Culp in 6. And these are all Waukee swimmers. Nichols is a freshman. A lot of these kids come in as freshmen, and you think, oh, they don't, but they grew up swimming.
Oh, yes.
Grew up in the club program or the Y program. Lane 4 right there, Habgood. She's 31.
It's a nice
31
time.
second 50.
Wow, she's really pulling ahead.
Schmidt turns in second, followed by Nichols. Culp and then Blackford.
So growing up, this was my favorite stroke.
Really?
Yes, and so many people just absolutely.
It's a hard stroke to get right.
I really liked this stroke.
Habgood ripping it home. Dives in for the touch. 105.69. Our Anna liked the backstroke. I don't know if she liked it, but she was good at it.
Yeah.
She was good at it. The two boys were definitely. Ryan was he would do the breaststroke, but Noah was all freestyle.
Yeah. John was breaststroke and freestyle. That's
There are your results. These are unofficial. We do not really get the official results if anything changes. All right, Heat 2, Junior Varsity. Waichulis in 1, McKinney in 2, Daly in 3, Britton in 4, Nichols in 5, and Carroll in 6. West Des Moines in lane 1, 2, 3, and Waukee in 4, 5, and 6. Best time coming in is a 1:06 by lane 4, Brittany Bell, or Bell Britton. Many of their first names are cut off, so I'm not.
I think you're doing fabulous.
You're very kind. Britton has the best time coming in and the lead currently. Probably 3/4 of a body length. I'd say Daly up there in lane 3 is at her knees. But that was a good turn by Britton. She put 2 or 3 feet on Daly on that turn. Getting the turn right is an important piece of a good race.
Huge in the backstroke.
It's like Daly.
And learning how to come in at the end.
Right.
Going under the water, you get ready and jump.
Britton, Daly, Nichols, 107, 111, 112.34. McKinney in 4th, 112. Waichulis in lane 1, 5th. Give you got our varsity backstroke coming up.
Fun.
All right, let's see who's swimming. Lily Dolan in lane 1. Allison Rickert in 2. Morgan Hunt in 3. Schwickerath in 4. Sophia Hauser in 5. And Alexa Worth in 6. Evan Schwickerath. Thank you, Deanne. Best time coming in is a 102.68 by Schwickerath. Waukee has all 3 best times coming in, but Morgan Hunt up there in lane 3 is pushing on strong, and if she has a good race, she could overtake one of those Waukee swimmers, or maybe 2. It's like Worth in lane 6 is having a good time. I mean, she's moving in on Schwickerath as they've got 25 yards to go. Schwickerath has a great turn.
Yeah, look at lane 5. Hauser had a good turn there too.
And it goes Waukee, 1, 2, 3, Schwickerath, Hauser, and Worth, followed by Hunt, Rickert, and Dolan. Show you those times. Breaststroke, 100 yard.
All right.
Got one heat.
One heat of each. Okay.
Yes. Junior varsity and then varsity. Ashley Separ.
I can't even see. I seriously. Maybe I should put my glasses on.
Ashley.
Oh, here, look at you've got. Thank you. An update here.
Oh, we've got a new team, sixth team for the 400 free.
Awesome.
Okay, Ashley Separ in 1. We'll read the names when they start. All right, Ashley Separ in 1, Eleanor Horak in 2, and Bella Hagar in 3, swimming for Valley. Kaden Wiggin in 4, Mackenzie Beaver in 5, and Oriana Riker in 6.
I'm not doing a very good job of helping you out.
Well, Mackenzie's part of her name is
yeah.
cut off, so I can't. I don't know, but I can say that Wigan's time is the best. She's got a 122 coming into this thing, and she is pulling away from the rest. Hager in lane 3 is holding on strong,
Holding her
and
own,
she does have the second best time coming into this race.
Okay.
And I'd say it's those two all day long and into the night.
Yep.
We've got a race for third.
Yes.
Horak in lane 2 is being chased by Beaver in 5. As Wygant turns for home, and Hagar does as well.
So the race is for third right now.
It is, and it's a tight race.
Looks like Horak is going to do it.
It does, but Beaver's coming on strong, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, she is. Yeah. Yeah. Not enough time, though.
Nope. Another lap, maybe.
Yep. All right. Race for the end here. Okay.
Wygant, Hagar, Horak, Beaver. 1:21.8 our winning time. That was our JV heat. We've got our varsity heat coming up. Final individual race of the night. Grace Broderick in 1, Kristen He in 2, Kate Van Zee in 3, your Valley swimmers. All with a best time of 1:11.
All right.
Nora Kemp in 4, Taylor Judas in 5, and B. Markhart in 6. I love the rhythm of the cheering.
Yeah. Yep.
Tight race. I couldn't tell who touched first at that first turn.
Boy.
Markhart in lane 6. He in 2. I'd say he's pulling ahead.
Right. Looks like
and she's
2 and 3 are identical. Let's see.
Van Zee and Broderick.
Yeah.
He is flanked by her teammates, and they are maintaining that lead. They may pull off a 1-2-3 in this race, scoring Valley some precious
that
points.
would, since the backstroke, they didn't.
Right.
You know. So
right.
I think they're going to do it.
Now who's
wow,
second?
Look at that. Yeah. It's Van Zee. Nice race. Okay.
1:12.11. They were all at 1:11 coming in, so a little slower, but they didn't need any more than that.
Yeah.
Obviously, Waukee is 4, 5, and 6. Judas, Markhart, and Kemp. Give you those times here. All right, that was your 100-yard breaststroke varsity race, which can only mean 400-yard freestyle. And I have a new heat sheet for this. Oh, Okay. Let's see. I say a lot because I'm doing two things at once.
Right. I told you, you're multitasking, and
I feel like you have to fill the
right.
void
And
of sound.
And is better than nothing, right?
I don't know. Sometimes nothing is okay. I thought about putting an jar, but I'd be homeless by now. I'd lose so much money. So, lane 1, Kiana Almanza. Lane 2, Kayla Thurman. Lane 3, Mary Pat Daly. Lane 4, Sarah McCrary for Waukee. Lily Froelich in 5, Oriana Riker in 6, and swimming exhibition for Waukee in lane 7, Maddie McGonigal. So,
got it.
100 yards each.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 laps.
Yes. Which is how many lengths?
I don't know. 4.
4. There you go.
Waukee takes a slight lead at the first turn.
Yeah, I know. Boy, but
Super
all 3
tight.
of them are, that's, yeah.
0.2 of a second between first and second. Lane 2 up there. Kayla Thurman pulling away for Valley, trying to give them the advantage going into round 2 of this race. Let's go through those swimmers. Libby Mann in lane 1. Madison Ching in lane 2.
Oh, wow. Look at lane 3 there. Came out strong on that dive.
Lane 3 is Hallie Yates.
Okay.
Amelia Habgood in 4, Chloe Sundet in 5, Emma Vandekroll in 6, and Olivia Schmidt for Waukee in lane 7.
Okay, lane 4, she's really pulling ahead.
What was that, 28.87?
Wow.
So she is drilling it.
Yes. You know, we were talking about this earlier, all the different pools I got to see. Some brand new ones or, fairly new ones, and then going to the legendary University of Michigan pool, seeing Michael Phelps. He trained there. Looking at his, picture up on the wall. He did some of his Olympic training there, and old pool.
Storied. All right, Audrey Parnot is swimming 3rd in lane 1. Mia Waichulis in lane 2, Briley Corwin in lane 3, Bailey Markart in lane 4, Grace Fisher in 5, Kaylee Medhurst in 6, and Eb Burrows in lane 7. I was at the 2012 and 16 Olympic trials and had the privilege of watching Phelps.
Oh, really?
I mean,
oh yeah.
Those 2 years were phenomenal for U.S. swimming. It was super fun. The Phelps Lochte 400-yard IM was an incredible race.
Sure. Nice.
Valley moves ahead up there in lane 3.
Look at that. She did it.
That's Briley Corwin finishing her round and handing it off to her anchor.
Nice dive
Grace
in.
Badia. Let's go through the anchors.
Grace.
In lane 1, Ella Schluter. Lane 2, Avery Hoke. Lane 3, Grace Badia. Lane 4 for Waukee, Kaylee Wiggum. Lane 5, McKenna Beaver. Lane 6, Riley McDermott. And lane 7, Piper Carroll, swimming for Waukee. But yeah, Valley has opened it up.
Right, yeah.
That's a 28.89 split right there for her. And that is Grace Badia.
So I got to see Lily King swim. Do you know who Lily King is? The finger wag. Remember in the Olympics, she finger wagged at the Russian?
Yes.
Do you remember that?
I do.
Indiana, I think she swims. Oh boy, that was exciting to watch her swim for Big Tens.
I remember that.
Remember that finger wag at the end?
And here comes Valley home.
Nice.
Touching in 4:10.
Good swim.
79. Followed by Waukee's A team in 4:15.07. Coming home next will be Waukee in lanes. Nope. She's making a turn. We got Valley touching in lane 2. Finishing third in 4:29.94. Waukee B team 4:37.4. And up there at the top of your screen in lane 1, Valley touches in 5th, 4:45.54. As Waukee finishes up in lane 6 and 7.
Nice race.
All right, so swimming in lane 1 for West Des Moines Valley. Jenna Henry, first swimmer. Allison He in lane 2. Allison Wyatt in lane 3. For Waukee in this final race, Jessica Wiggum in lane 4. Abby Trosper in 5. And Haley Davis in lane 6. A 400-yard free relay. I had to think about that.
Yes.
What time is it here? 7:46 p.m. We've been on for 3 hours.
No way.
Just talking.
You've done most of the talking, which is
I'm
good.
just reading
I know,
names.
but that's good. I'm glad you're doing that.
It's good to have you here.
Oh, well, thank
Rafferty.
you. Happy to be here. Be back in this pool. Yeah.
All right, so we do not have a current score, but I'm going to guess it may come down to this race.
It might. I don't know.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yep, you saw that.
That's, was that lane 6?
Yep.
All right, we've got some 3:34 as a best time coming in for the Waukee A squad in lane 4. They've taken a bit of an advantage so far.
Yep.
Jessica Wiggum swimming right now, turning a 25.86.
Wow. Yep.
I could do that with being pulled by a boat. Valley turns second in lane 3, 27.57.
Okay, the two Valley girls, lane 2 and 3, holding right there with each other.
Holding strong.
Boy, they're
Waukee's second
identical.
swimmer dives in, followed by the two Valley divers. Let's see who's swimming up next.
Swimmers.
Swimming, not diving. Well, they did dive.
You're right.
Brittany Block in lane 1, Morgan Hunt in lane 2, Adeline Lee in lane 3. Waukee's got Mallory Kell in 4, Mia Baumgartner in 5, and Camden Habgood in 6.
Wow, Waukee's really pulling out ahead. Look at that.
That's Mallory Kell swimming right now in lane 4, just putting distance. She's out there all on her own.
Right.
Think about a relay. You don't want to let up because you don't know who's behind you. It's not just your race.
Then I'll let you.
Yeah, let's hit their names.
Yeah.
Katie Bonus in lane 1, Kate Van Zee in lane 2, Annie Thiel in lane 3, Sophia Hauser in 4, Izzy Stevens in 5, and Carly Olney in 6. What were you saying you don't know? What it's like to swim in a relay for a world championship?
Oh, yeah, right. I would have no idea. Oh, you've got, are they? No, sorry.
Waukee still in the lead, lane 4.
Yeah, okay. And then there are some people who do best as the anchor, who just know how to anchor.
Right.
And placement of the team is so important. Some people come out strong, and
Right. It's a strategy.
Yes.
Coaches look all year at the right mix for a relay team as we get ready to watch the anchors dive into the water. That would be in lane 1, Allison Rickert. Lane 2, Grace Broderick. Lane 3, Kristen He. Peyton Rafferty just took off for Waukee in lane 4. Evan Schwickerath in lane 5, and Alexa Worth in lane 6. So I don't know if you remember, but up there on that record board is 400 free relay team from our era.
Yes.
That was super fun to watch.
Oh, that was so much fun.
No, it was Mariah Moore.
Lauren Conti, wasn't she?
Lauren Conti. Katie. Her dad was Noah's orthodontist.
Shoot.
If I were really good, I'd be able to read the board from here, but I'm not that good.
So she wasn't a senior, was she?
No, she was young.
Who? Wilson. Emily Wilson.
Emily Wilson.
Yes, because she was.
Yep.
My kids. Tom Wilson, the father, who is orthodontist for my 2 older ones.
All right,
Here we
kids,
go.
we've got some finishing teams here. First place, Waukee, 346.68. So that must be a new mix because their previous best coming in was 334, and they just won with a 346.
Okay.
Second place, Valley, 350.13. Waukee, lane 5, 355. Let's show you those scores here. So we are looking at the times of the 400 free relay. I am going to, we talked to Coach DeBoof before the race.
Okay.
And I'm going to play that and see if we can get a score.
All right, that sounds good. Wonderful. Let's do it.
Coach Sean DeBoof.
We're back with Coach Sean DeBoof. I got your name right, but I think I got Coach wrong. Coach, we've got Waukee here tonight. You just swam against him at the Tiger Tanker Invitational. First of all, how'd the Tiger Tanker go?
Yeah, so, it was a little different this year. We normally have like 9 teams there, and we were down to like 5 this year. So it was a little smaller group, but we had, Waukee is number 1 in the state. Dowling was maybe number 2 at the time. So we had some pretty stiff competition, and we swim pretty well. Everybody, I think all the teams there were, been training hard and were tired, but some pretty good swimming.
So what events were you excited to see there? What were you happy with?
Yeah, we had a couple surprises, I guess. We had a freshman breaststroker that dropped 3 seconds kind of out of nowhere. We had a girl, she doesn't typically swim the 500, but she just swam it really well and is a senior, and so excited to see her do that again. And so those are probably a couple of the highlights, but Waukee was dominant. They're really strong, and we know we're going to see some really fast swimming out of them, but hopefully we can keep up and race them a little bit tonight.
Okay, so let's go backwards a little bit. You said somebody who doesn't normally swim the 500. When my kids swam, they get thrown in the 500 when they were in trouble. What did she do to earn the 500?
I suspected she would go fast, but it's not an event I usually put her in. And sometimes you just get stuck in a rut, like swim the same events over and over again, and I just like to find something fresh and see how something else goes. And I kind of suspected maybe the 500 will go right. We'll give it a shot, and it went really well.
Awesome. We're going to see her swim tonight?
I think she's swimming again tonight, either tonight or Thursday. I forget which one of the two, but yeah.
Very good.
So one of our freshman captains, Annie Thiel, she'll do great, I think.
Awesome. Well, thanks for your time, Coach. We'll look forward to watching the meet.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Always good to hear from Coach Sean DeBoof. Fun meet. Dawn?
Yes. I loved this. Thank you so much for inviting me, Dave. This was a thrill. I know things are different this year. We don't have all the parents in here watching, but I'm glad that you're able to provide this for the parents.
We're here.
Well,
I got to give Randy Nielsen
kudos.
Not only is he master of the camera, but he went and got the score.
Yeah, well, that's the most important
Which means we
thing.
have the score.
Yes.
So, tight race and kind of fun. Junior varsity, Valley 98.
Nice.
Waukee 87.
Okay.
So Valley's got a
good JV team.
Yeah, great JV team. And varsity, Waukee 106, Valley 80.
Good meet.
Great meet.
Very fun.
Very fun. So I'm going to guess, I'm looking at this score, and obviously Coach DeBoof talks about not resting swimmers for duels, especially.
Yep.
Now, he'll rest them up for conference, but mostly
you know what they
for
call
districts.
That? Tapering.
Tapering. He does not taper them. He always says rest, but
they don't. It's fine. And I didn't know what the word taper meant either when I first got into this.
You thought it was something that you got in your
like
intestine?
Like a tapeworm.
Right.
Yes.
We don't want those.
No.
So Randy Nielsen on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Don Rafferty.
Hey, I would love to do this again sometime. This
I'd say we're
just
in.
brought me back. I'm glad I remembered some things.
Yeah, it's super fun.
You know, you put me on the spot there a few times, and I'm glad I remembered.
We'll keep doing that.
All right. Well,
I know that Boone and Valley are swimming on Thursday, this Thursday, October 1st, I believe that is. And watch Central Iowa Sports Network for that. And then we got a bunch of football games this week. Valley and Waukee at Valley, and Johnston at Ankeny.
Oh, that'll be a good game.
That will be. They'll all be like. It's been a really kind of exciting year in football if you follow high school football, mostly because like Dowling and Valley, and I know I'm at Valley Rep, but they're not winning every single.
Right.
They're not down.
Right.
So Southeast
Absolutely.
Polk is ripping. Urbandale,
yeah,
super fun to see
Very
Urbandale.
fun. Yeah.
Ankeny, not a traditional powerhouse. Ankeny is rocking like.
Southeast Polk, too.
Southeast Polk, like super fun.
Number
so
one.
you can catch live high school football games for free, thanks to our sponsors on CISN.TV. We're going to wrap it up.
Sounds great. Thanks,
for
Dave.
Don Rafferty on color, Randy Nielsen on camera, and our score guy. I'm Dave Mabel with
There
Central
you
Iowa
go.
Sports Network. Thank you for watching.